of our roadway. Drivers, remember to leave at least 3 feet passing distance for bicyclists. It's the law, and keep your devices down and keep your heads up. Be all in, Duval. Go to coj.net for more safety tips.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista from the Freedom Boat Club, where we anchor your worries away. Freedom, that's what you deserve after a hard day's work. But you're still not sure about this whole no maintenance, no cleaning, no hassle boating and how it really works? So come to our open house this weekend, 10 to 4. Take a free boat ride. Talk to our members. Follow our Facebook page at Freedom Boat Club, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine to find out where you can get a free boat ride this weekend. Or check us out at freedomboatclub.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hickett here. Everything you've heard about Diamonds Direct is now 10 times better. Yeah, and they're all new, super modern, gorgeous showroom. It's off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt. You won't miss it. It's state-of-the-art, man. Bright, spacious, elegant. More fine jewelry than you've ever seen in one place. 50% larger because of you. Yeah, the people of Jacksonville who embraced the Diamonds Direct concept. Hence, they were busted at the seams. The growth they've had has been incredible. So you know what they did? They moved. They moved to a new upgraded home. Same great people. The same industry-leading warranties, guarantees, same unbeatable values, but now in a fresh new showroom. More diamonds, more jewelry, more designer jewelry, more engagement ring mountings, more bands and bracelets and pendants and earrings. Diamonds Direct, upgrading your experience yet again. A spectacular new showroom off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt, behind Firebirds. Do not buy any diamond engagement ring or piece of fine jewelry anywhere until you see how much more you can get at Diamonds Direct.
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
Want to test your skills on some of the world's most famous courses? Well, at Coastal Indoor Golf, you can. Owner Brian Sherrill here. Try one of our 120-plus courses on our TrackMan simulator while enjoying a beer with your buds. Limited availability. Call 372-4518. 372-4518.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
This is the Mangler. By now you've heard my commercial for Advanced Disposal on our need for CDL drivers. As a result, we've added some good drivers to our team. However, we still have some positions to fill. We're looking for CDL drivers in Northeast Florida, especially in Clay County, St. Johns County, and yes, Duval! Come be a starter on our team. Earn a solid wage and get full benefits. Head to our website, advanceddisposal.com/careers, and get signed up today. That's advanceddisposal.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 41, Josh Allen. Hello, Canton. Hello, Hawaii. Oh, is he a defensive end? Is he an outside backer? We're living in Josh Allen town. All he's doing is taking the quarterback down. Out in Jacksonville, he's killing time. Going Pro Bowl, crushing the guys. I don't know, I'm freelancing. Just making it up as I go. That's how it happens.
You know what they call that?
Magic. That's how it happens.
It's the magic of music.
Next thing you know, I may have a hit song.
He's expressing his inner anguish through the majesty of song.
We're living in Josh Allen town, baby. Woo! Boy, hello America last night, huh?
Oh, boy.
Go ahead and dust off the shelf for that Rookie of the Year DROY award.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that on national TV, Josh. Good call.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was impressive.
I think Troy Aikman got 3 concussions just watching Josh Allen.
Holy cow, they couldn't stop gushing about Josh. Why would you? I mean, and you know what I like too? And they answered my question. I've been asking this as a non-X's and O's guy for 2 weeks. And I kept saying, what do you mean you're just going to bring him in on third down as a pass rusher? No, they're not. He's out there playing, dude.
The hell you are.
They might have 2 defensive tackles, 2 ends. He's out there. I don't know if he's a linebacker. I don't know if he's a DN. I don't know if it's a 3-4. I don't know what it is.
I don't care.
I just know he's one of the 11 out on the field. That's all I care about.
I just need 41 out there.
You got to have him out there, right? You see him. Can he cover in space? He went out and killed a running back for about a 4-yard loss on a little dump pass. He just rolled out and said, "Oh, you're getting the ball? Here comes the heat-seeking missile known as Allen." Bang! 3-yard loss.
He looks like Khalil Mack.
He takes a 300-pound man and tosses them around like ragdolls. And like Marone said after the game, look, he's 6'5", 275 pounds. And he's stronger and faster than anybody out there. So, yeah, whatever. Now, listen, if I was Josh Allen, I would tell him right now, before they let this become any kind of thing in 3 years, I'm a defensive end. Just put it down in the books. I'm a defensive end. Because when you guys franchise me, I'm a defensive end.
Did Calais Campbell, did part of Calais Campbell's, I'm trying to think how to put it. He was a good player in Arizona. He was never considered the kind of player. He wasn't an all-pro, like he has been here.
Uh-huh.
Is the reason that he went up in stature even a little bit more was because he got to play exclusively or mostly end? The reason I ask this is, would you not be better going Ngakoue, Darius, Campbell, Allen on every down?
Well, he's going to be on the field, so it doesn't matter whatever they do. I think they had all those guys and Allen out there well, they did to start the game. I mean, and they had defensive tackles in there. And
you're just going to stand him up and bring
whatever.
him
I don't care where he plays. I don't care how he plays. He's on the field. That's all I care about. As long as he's on the field, it doesn't matter. And Calais Campbell has played better
as an end on rundowns.
No, he's gosh dog, man. He was really good on inside too last year when he had to be.
My point though is that's not the role that he had in Arizona, correct?
Was a 3-4 in Arizona.
I gotcha.
He was So it's a totally different.
Not kind of.
Yeah.
This almost looks like we got 3-4 personnel here.
Well, yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
But and it was sort of a hybrid at times last night. So it's
basically Josh Allen is doing what they wanted and hoped Dante Fowler Jr. would do.
Yeah.
What you saw Josh Allen do last night is what the expectations for Fowler were. Now, this, Allen's bigger than Fowler.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Way bigger. I mean,
he's bigger than I thought he was. He's got to be 20 pounds bigger than he was at Kentucky, no? Wasn't that big?
The arms? 272
at
pounds.
Kentucky?
I don't know. I don't know what he was at Kentucky. I don't know if he has added 20 pounds. I would be surprised if he's added 20 pounds since last year, but maybe he has. I don't care what he is. Like I said, as long as I see 41 out there, I'm happy. And, he's a young kid. They had the mics up on the field last night at the end of the half, and somebody said, "He's a bad man." So that was, and that was, the fact that he stole the show on a night that the Jaguars trotted out Nick Foles and their offense and everything else. The lead story is Josh Allen, and how he played. That's what the lead story was. So around the league, Daniel Jones had another good night. It's one of those deals, though, man, where, and you can see this, lots of times these backup quarterbacks have great preseasons or young quarterbacks who are going to eventually be starters, but when you throw them out in the regular season, it's just a different game.
Somebody needs to get to Giants coach Pat Shurmur and tell him they might want to just hold off on the gloating. The guy now is in full gloat mode over how smart they were to draft Daniel Jones. And I've been telling you now 3 weeks in a row why we drafted him. It might be time for you guys to start asking the folks that hated him why they drafted him.
What I would say is it Pat Shurmur, Fritz Shurmur? Which one is he?
It's Pat.
Pat. I would say, it's a shame you won't be around to coach him in a couple years.
Ouch. I don't know if he was saying it that mean-spiritedly.
I'll go for the jugular.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry about that, Pat.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's someone else's problem.
Well, but and to my point, listen, dude, rookie quarterback playing vanilla defenses and second and third team, personnel. It's not time to gloat yet. Yeah, he might be terrific. You guys may have been smarter than everyone else when it came to take. He's definitely looked better than Haskins though in the preseason. Haskins has kind of struggled a little bit. He's not looked like a, I'm losing confidence in Trent Dilfer with every passing moment that I see Dwayne Haskins.
Why do NFL teams create headaches for themselves? And when I say that, this is what I'm specifically referring to. If the headache's not there, why do you create the headache? And I'm talking about like kickers.
Okay.
The Falcons.
Cut Matt Bryant.
Yeah. Right?
This guy they got is missing kicks.
Yes. Well, so now it's a worry. They're
probably going to go get Bryant again.
Oh, is he out there?
Yeah. No, he's like 44, dude.
I don't care. You had a dependable guy. If you got a dependable, good guy, the Jets had
Myers.
Yeah. Let him go.
Yeah.
Now they got problems. I just don't, I don't understand why if you got somebody who can do the job, you let them go. It makes no sense to me.
Well, the Bears would still have Robbie Gould if they hadn't been that prescient.
Very good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Bears may have gone to the Super Bowl last year if they had just kept Robbie Gould.
Is it the whole, the salary cap, we can save $1.5 million on the cap hit?
There is a belief that's not misplaced. You just got to find the right one. But you got
to find the right one.
But you can get in a van and drive the country and find a kicker.
Yeah.
And you can't do that for other positions.
Yeah.
So, the kickers are all they're a dime a dozen. It's just some of them have the 10-cent head. They buckle under the pressure. You just need a guy who's not feeling the pressure.
You know who looked pretty good last night? 40-year-old Josh McCown.
He looked very good.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He threw a couple really nice touchdown passes.
Maybe we should have signed him coming up.
Well, I mean, I'm not so worried. I'm not incredibly worried about Minshew in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jags have as bad a depth as they've had since like the expansion days. Am I missing something here? I mean, these guys in the second and third strings that have been getting opportunities 3 weeks in a row have not done a thing, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really got to search hard to find a couple of guys that you can call out for their good play.
Yeah.
And so, not the story on defense as much as offense. The defense, even the depth has been pretty good there. But offensively, I am really worried about this football team.
Beef.
That's why Fournette, to me, has to be a 1,400-yard rusher. They've got no weapons.
Beef, play the open to that Josh Allentown song again. Just play the beginning part. Listen, we should play that every time Josh Allen makes a play, right?
Yeah. That's good.
Because I'm worried that DJ Chark may never get into the end zone, so we can't do.
Yeah, DJ Chark is good. We have to retire that before we start it because DJ Chark, unless we're going to play it
after
when he makes a catch.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get 12, 13 a year.
We were going to do they were talking about doing the DJ Chark do.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but you got.
He doesn't deserve a song.
But if Josh Allen makes a sack, what should we have, Beef? What should we hear? Or makes a tackle or a TFL.
A big play.
A big play.
We're living here in Allentown. Bum, 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 bum.
We're living in Josh Allentown.
He really did.
By the way,
really did look good.
Couple old white guys dragging out a Billy Joel song. I only do mid-'80s, Joel. It's only mid-'80s, sir. No, I'm not doing We Can Start the Fire.
Billy Joel doo-wop sucks.
That's from Step Brothers, I believe. That's at the
Catalina Wine Mixer.
No,
I believe the band was called Uptown Girl.
Catalina.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I believe the band was called Uptown Girl.
We're Uptown Girl. We do mid-'80s Joel songs. What was the one?
We need Will Ferrell to do a good movie.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, not Holmes and Watson.
Is that the last one, Beef? Holmes and Watson?
A multiple Razzie Award winner.
Was that his last?
Oh, it was a disaster.
Was it his last movie, though? Has he
I
had one
believe so,
since
yeah.
then?
I don't believe he's put out a film since.
What's he working on these days?
Got to be something.
Got to be something bad.
No, he's. I think I did see it. Actually, he does have something going on. It's like
Step Brothers 2.
Is it?
I don't know.
Anchorman 3.
No, it's like either a remake or it's one of those like big movies or there's some like Freaky Friday type deal. Are you looking that up or are you
I'm
doing
looking
something
at it.
else?
What are you looking up? What he's doing?
I'm pretty sure it's either like a remake or.
Well,
like,
he's remaking some. Yeah, he's going to be in some. It's like a remake of a European flick.
That's not the one I'm talking about. I don't know any.
Called
European
Downhill.
things. What's
Well,
it? Yeah.
They say the 3 worst Will Ferrell movies, because we've always talked about the best. The 3 worst are Holmes and Watson.
Really?
Yeah. A Night at the Roxbury.
That's more of a Saturday Night Live character. That's almost you almost can't hold him responsible for that one.
And this one was not very good either. Bewitched.
Yeah, I didn't really see a ton of that one. The worst one by a mile is
The serious one. No, the one where he's on the lawn. Have you ever seen that one?
Yes, I've seen that one. It is so bad. I could literally.
What is the name of that, Beef? He's on the lawn.
Everything must go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I could produce a movie starring me on my own lawn, and it would be as good as that one.
Who came up with the idea to have a Will Ferrell movie where he doesn't do any comedy and he walks around in a bathrobe?
It was not funny. Yeah, it was not good at all.
Anyway.
In any notion, in any regard whatsoever,
No.
it was terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would, I got you on that one. So Foles was 6 of 10 for 48 yards.
I thought he was okay.
He was okay.
I didn't think he was terrible. I didn't like the pass, but he'll do that a little bit. He'll force one in. He'll make a bad play. Now, the one thing he won't do is it won't spiral on him. I was saying this earlier, Dan. It's also refreshing from this standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
We have a quarterback who has stared down championship game drives that must be made, who has had to bounce back against the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. He's not going to go into crisis mode in the fetal position if he throws a pick six or
No
if
doubt.
he has a problem.
I don't know the stinkfish at all, but why wouldn't you play Josh Rosen over Ryan Fitzpatrick? I know they were saying he doesn't understand the offense. I thought Josh Rosen was a real smart guy. I mean,
That 99-yard touchdown drive, those aren't easy.
yeah, I'm running Josh Rosen out there.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick is no
Not
good.
that it matters.
No,
but
it does matter because
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick's terrible and Rosen is young, and you got to find out why in the world would why would the Dolphins ever play Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
Why would a team that's trying to rebuild you use a 37-year-old journeyman quarterback who, by the way, is not good?
I looked this up because we did our pregame show last night. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Harvard educated,
Yes.
right?
48 on the Wonderlic.
Yeah. Smart decision, by the way, to stick with football. $58 million he's made.
Yeah. Over what was he going to be, a rocket scientist?
I don't know what he was. I don't care. Eight different. This will be the 8th team he started for.
Yeah, it's
If
amazing.
you think about it, 8 teams and 2 in the South.
Also learned last night he has 7 kids.
And he went, but he's trailing, of course, Phillip, who's got 9.
Now, yeah.
I guess his 4 years in Buffalo, he wasn't that good, but they loved him there.
Fitzmagic is where he got that
Yeah,
nickname.
but he had a 10-6 year with the Jets. Do you remember that? Just a few years ago.
Not really.
Call that the glory years.
Well, they missed the playoffs,
No,
right?
I'm sorry, it was the glory year.
They were 10-6 and missed the playoffs, weren't they, that year?
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think the Jets had a 10-win season.
Because the following year he was like 3-8. Out he went, and then he went to Tampa.
That was Todd Bowles, right? Still.
Yeah, then he went to Tampa for 2 and was just a backup, but replaced Jameis.
Last year, people forget he the first
Started
3 or 4.
out, yeah.
First 3 or 4 games, he threw for 400 yards every game.
He tends to do that, and then he fades. But anyway, what a career! A year in Cincinnati, drafted by the Rams of St. Louis.
Yeah, we've done the pop quiz. Name the teams he's played.
Oh yeah, we can get them all. That's I think I've just named them all.
A lot of them.
Yeah. St. Louis, Cincinnati, Buffalo,
Jets,
Houston, Tennessee,
the Jets,
Tampa,
and
Miami.
Yeah, boom.
Wow. And he's going to start. I mean, if he starts for Miami, that means I don't know if there's any. Do you think there's any NFL quarterback in history who's started for 8 teams? Like Josh Johnson's been on like 13.
That's a good question.
But I doubt there's any quarterback who's ever.
Although it seems like that would have been pointed out last night if that were the case, right? Wouldn't that have made the broad? You got a national broadcast.
What about?
You got the By the way, kudos to Fox. I mean, for braving the Dolphins, Jags.
I know why they did it, though.
Because that's where the Super Bowl is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what they brought in all the boys.
I know.
We're going to kick off our coverage. Here's why.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We'll be here for the Super Bowl. Just a reminder, the Super Bowl is on Fox.
Yeah. Neither of these teams will be here, by the way.
Well, I think.
They did not add.
Well.
All right, let's do this. I've got a Shazam spotlight.
All right.
There is an enterprise that we put up with long enough. It has got to go. That's the Shazam spotlight. We'll also see what's trending and much more. It's Football Friday here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Diamonds Direct. Join us August 29th at the new location in the town center from noon to 3 with XL Primetime. They'll be giving away Jags tickets and Diamonds Direct gift cards. That's 4840 Town Center Parkway.
Hey, sports fans, J-Dog has a deal for you. Get a 15% discount at J-Dog Junk Removal. We get it. The last thing you want to do this summer is move your junk. Hi, I'm Don, Marine Corps veteran from J-Dog Junk Removal. Let us beat the heat and get rid of your junk. Make the call now through Labor Day and get a 15% discount. Call today, 844-GET-JDOG, or go to jdog.com and type in your zip code. 15% off through Labor Day. JDog.com. Veteran owned and veteran operated.
Hey, Jacksonville, Duval Honda on Cassett Avenue is the real deal. No hype, no gimmicks, no haggle. Just a real fast, real friendly experience online and at the dealership. Choose from a large selection of new Hondas, a 2019 Honda Civic lease price at just $169 per month, or check out the award-winning Honda Accord or Honda CR-V, now leased from $249 per month. You'll love our great selection of used cars and trucks. Duval Honda, we deliver on price, we deliver on service, we deliver to you. The closest Duval dealer is in your driveway. Duval Honda on Cassett Avenue and DuvalHonda.com.
Guys, laser hair removal is such a simple thing to do. Their simple treatments will destroy hair follicles in a matter of minutes, so you'll save time, you'll save money, and you'll save yourself from a lifetime of shaving. Their medical and nursing professionals have mastered the process of laser hair removal. They stand behind it as one of the best ways to get rid of that hair for good. What are you waiting for? I know you're tired of asking other people to shave your back. I know you're tired of the red bumps from where your shirt rubs up against your neck after shaving. Call for your private complimentary consultation at Ideal Image Med Spa. Again, they want you to be confident this summer with 60% off laser hair removal. Ideal Image Med Spa has performed over 6 million laser hair removal treatments nationwide. They're America's #1 choice for laser hair removal. 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island. St. Augustine and Diane's Marketplace on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I'm Chuck Farrer, reminding you to always exercise caution at the intersection of Beach Boulevard and University. It is one of the most dangerous crossroads in the city. When you or someone you love has been the victim of an auto accident, you're at another crossroad. You need a lawyer who knows how to handle the insurance companies. Call us at 396-5555. We'll fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Farrer & Farrer, protecting you and your family for over 30 years. Offices, Jacksonville.
Have you heard? It's official. Diamonds Direct has moved. Thanks to the way you've embraced our unique concept, we needed more room, so we've upgraded. We've moved to a brand new store that's 50% larger. It's off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt. You can't miss it. Our new showroom is state-of-the-art. Bright, spacious, modern, with gorgeous lake views and more fine jewelry than you've ever seen in one place. You're gonna love our new home. Same great people, same industry-leading warranties and guarantees, same unbeatable values, but now in a fresh new showroom with even more diamonds, more designer jewelry, more engagement ring mountings, more bands and bracelets and pendants and earrings. It's the best selection in all of Florida. At Diamonds Direct, our passion is celebrating love and new beginnings. And now we invite you to join us in celebrating this new chapter in our life. Diamonds Direct, upgrading your experience yet again with a spectacular new showroom. Now open off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds.
Are you looking for a company to take care of all your truck and van fleet needs? It's Catlin. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks. And vans too, from ladder racks to laptop stands, van shelving, strobe lights, and seat covers, from the cam locker toolbox to Lear truck caps. At Catlin, we can take care of all your fleet needs. We don't sell trucks, but we outfit them every day. Quality counts at Catlin for 100 years.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
What's up, Jacksonville? This is Allie McDeal from both Best Bet Card Rooms in Jacksonville and Orange Park. How would you like to set sail on the allure of the seas and spend 7 days in the Eastern Caribbean? Best Bet Jacksonville is giving away 12 card player cruise packages throughout the month of August. The Daily High Hand winners will receive a luxurious cruise package for two, which includes a $340 seat into the main event, plus $500 in spending cash. For more information, visit them on the web at bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, where anybody can win.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
A lot of agents can give you insurance. Allstate's Mandy Bowers offers assurance. Assurance that she's built her business on integrity and trust. Assurance that switching your insurance can be hassle-free. Assurance that she's able to write all lines of insurance. The convenience to have all policies under one roof. An assurance that she'll honor a promise to make tough situations as painless as possible. Mandy Bowers is the best in the business, so call her Allstate office today, 292-2724, 292-2724.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TIAA Bank. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Last night was the third preseason game of the year as Jaguars took on Miami. First time we got to see the majority of starters, although it was another notch in the loss column for the preseason as Jacksonville went down 22-7 versus the Dolphins. We got to see our first glimpse of Nick Foles, who went 6 for 10 and a touchdown, but also threw an interception. First-round draft pick Josh Allen made a strong impact on the night. He spoke with media after the game on things that Jack showed defensively.
We're just trying to show a lot of different fronts. We're not just trying to be one-dimensional. We're trying to show a lot of different looks so teams can prepare for that. We're not just a 4-3, but we try to mix it up a little bit and try to keep people on their toes.
801 and 76 degrees. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more of The Drill next on 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Said goodbye to me tonight.
Start the fire, buddy! Come on, man, play something from a stranger!
We strictly do 80s Joel music, sir. And why you needed me to.
80s Billy Joel doo-wop sucks!
Hey, listen, mother. We only sing 80s Joel.
We do 2000s Allentown.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, number 41. He's a first-year linebacker out of Kentucky, 6'5", 272 pounds, a twisted steel and sex appeal. Josh Allentown.
BSH is what he
All
is.
he does is bring the quarterback down. Yeah!
Is certainly impressive last night, getting a chance to play with the starters. It's amazing when you put him next to, Calais Campbell, Unique Ngakoue, how much, easier the path to the quarterback in the backfield becomes than when you're sticking him there next to, Taven and Smoot and the boys. I see Smoot get a sack.
He did get a sack.
Only took 3 years, but we got us one.
Of course.
That was created by Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that or not.
I know.
That's number 41 who tripped him up, okay?
I know.
Hey, Smoot,
I'm aware.
You're welcome.
But Josh Allen looks like an absolute home run, and the rest of the NFL looks pretty dumb for letting that kid fall to 7, right?
Thank you.
This reeks of Khalil Mack. Sometimes you look back and say, that guy's got to go number 1.
But the Jags still had to pick him, man. You can always say it's a no-brainer, but when you've done all your scouting and all your mock drafts and a million times over, it comes up on another guy, and you still got to go, okay, well, let's take this guy.
Yeah.
This is too clear, you know.
And by the way, overreaction Friday. Still, you have to play a regular season snap.
What are you saying?
We got songs and halls, and
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure the NFL's calling about putting us in the Hall of Fame game next year.
I'm just
As a
saying.
precursor.
I'm just saying that if
Did
the
you
Bears
see that game?
if the Bears call an offer Khalil Mack, it's going to take some draft compensation as well.
As we celebrate 101 years of the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen, here in Canton, Ohio, and welcome the Jaguars to the Hall of Fame game. We have a special speech tonight by Josh Allen.
An
because
unprecedented
we
move.
project him to be in the Hall in 2037. Josh, come on up here and get your yellow jacket.
We like to, in an effort to always focus forward, we'd like to introduce 2029 Hall of Famer Josh Allen.
I don't have a lot of people to thank yet, as I've only been in the league 2 years.
I guess it'd actually be like 2035 probably. So
yeah. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, overall, look, at least they got there out on the field. We got to watch a little bit. I watched with great anticipation last night, that first quarter and a half. And I like seeing Leonard break into the secondary a couple times. I like to see him catch the ball in the swing pass. The first pass he dropped, I was like, oh, gosh. All training camp, I've been harping him up as a guy who's going to catch the ball. 50, 60 catches, I think I've said.
That's the first thing I said was, damn,
that
Dan's dumb.
He drops the first one. But then he came back.
Yeah,
Came back like a
no,
champion.
it's clear. Well, look, by my calculations, Hick,
Yeah.
fewest number of legitimate weapons since 1995. I mean, really are. You got Dede Westbrook and you got Leonard Fournette, and nobody else on that football team. It scares you a bit. None of them are productive. None of them look like they'll catch 40 balls. None of them look like they'll rush for 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so ride them. You know, Leonard Fournette has said, he stated he wants to be a superstar back. You know, considers himself a workhorse. And those guys, they play. They play every play. They don't tap the helmet and, you know, send in the reinforcements. But Foles, Fournette, and Dede Westbrook better be really good and coverable and tackleable because where are you looking if not to them?
Well, it's better than last year. So
the quarterback play is for sure.
It's better than trotting out, the Boat or Kessler or
for sure at quartback. I'm
whoever
talking about
backup,
the other guys.
Well, Fournette was out a lot, so
Yeah.
whoever was backing him up, Yeldon and those guys, Ish Madish. Hey, we should mention on a serious note, they suspended the search for our two firefighters. But
maybe there's a miracle out there, and they're just floating outside of the current, or maybe there's a uncharted island out in the middle of the Atlantic. I mean, there could be it's not, but
what
until you find some sign.
What a wonderful effort though by Jacksonville again, as always.
The whole East Coast, really.
Yeah, and the firefighters, first responders all step up like they always do.
Yeah.
And so anyway, just thoughts and prayers with all those
it
people.
was really with the
Sad
family here
story.
locally. I mean, just
you send your
heartbreaking
husband,
send your spouse off fishing one day and
Yeah.
then never see him again.
Yeah.
You're not, not expecting it. And who knows? Like I said, hopefully, beyond all reason, the boat's out there somewhere that just got off course from where they would have checked. It's just amazing. Tell you what you're overcome by.
Yeah.
As you watch the story is just how big and vast the ocean is.
I know.
And if you're flying out there and the sun's beating down and hitting off, you can't see anything in that. It's amazing that they found the tackle box. Amazing. And I don't know what you do now. I guess you just hope. But if you suspend the search, then unless some cargo ship comes across them, like the Tom Hanks movie, Castaway.
Yeah.
I just don't. That's incredibly sad, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
obviously,
really is.
the prayers and well wishes go to, go to his local wife and family. It's just awful. I have a Shazam. We'll change up the mood here. I have a Shazam spotlight.
Let's do it
I'm
up.
brought to you by ShazamAuto.com.
Do it.
Yeah, my man Dale Murray down there.
Do it.
They'll do anything. Yeah, sure.
Do it.
It doesn't matter. This is not anything new, and whatever. It's just me on my little, soapbox rant. There's not an article of media dissemination stupider than the ESPN body issue. It is just so ludicrous that does anyone really need to see Brooks Koepka standing?
Let's ask Taylor.
Butt naked. In a sand trap, holding a club.
Let's ask Taylor.
What are we doing?
Oh, The like body issue thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's not, or Serena
There's
Williams.
a few that I like the Jake Arrieta one.
Yeah. I guess.
See?
Well, you know what? That's the difference between girls and guys. Guys have already explored those avenues on where they can see certain people nude. Girls,
You don't think the young guys don't like seeing the famous ladies in the buff?
I don't.
In the Shia LaBeouf?
Maybe they. You know what, Dan?
I want to be on you.
Maybe they do, but ESPN is not the vehicle for that. It's a sports magazine. It's a sports station.
You ever heard of Sports Illustrated? Swimsuit issue?
I haven't seen him naked in that one, Hick.
We're not seeing.
What
naked.
are you talking? Have you looked at the ad? Do you know what you're saying?
Yeah.
You don't get full frontal, but you darn sure are getting them naked. What do you mean?
Maybe SI needs to go next level.
I think they have.
Full frontal.
Google, in this case, the Brooks Koepka photo sheet.
I have no desire to see Brooksy.
That's right. So you're going to argue me as you prove
I'm
my
just saying
point.
there are others who probably might want to see something like that.
Okay, here you go. www. Have fun. It's just stupid. It's stupid to.
Maybe it's their best-selling. Look, ESPN the magazine is Body Up anyway.
Yeah, it's dying on the vine.
It's been canceled.
You know what? Because of reasons like the body issue.
Yeah.
There you go. It's just dumb.
I don't think so, but
well, it's dumb.
Speaking of that, is again and this confusion for me? I apologize on the Tour Championship.
What do you mean?
JT got caught.
Yeah.
Now is it?
Don't make it harder than it is. That's the leaderboard. They have a leaderboard.
Are there two different leaderboards?
Oh my God.
In other words,
why would they start them at -10 if there was going to be two leaderboards?
Because one is for the FedEx Cup Championship,
yes,
and one is to win the Tour Championship.
No, there is no such thing anymore.
They're combined.
That's correct.
Whoever wins
that
tournament with the scoring wins the Tour Championship.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way,
that seems dumb too. By the way, probably ought to have two different scores. In other words, if
I voiced some of these same oppositions in brunch with the Tour, but you and Reimer were huggy kissy, and you, I guess, ignored me.
Well, I love Chris Reimer. I love him desperately. So, I want to smell his musk. I want to
get an apartment together if things don't work out with you and BWR.
Go to a fish dinner with him. Yeah, so
fish dinner.
Yes, I was under the impression that perhaps there were two different tournaments going on at once.
No, there's only one. Yeah, that's
and then
why
maybe there should be. But whatever.
That would be more confusing. Then you're right back to where you were.
But you're right. It would be more confusing. So anyway, JT, who
blew it, yeah. So now it's even. He let.
It took one round.
Well, and Schauffele was 6 back.
Yeah, he caught him.
Yeah, he caught him. So now it'll be fun.
Schauffele caught him. Koepka caught him.
Now we can just watch and pretend like that's what those guys shot in the first round of their tournament, and it makes.
Well, you kind of sort of forget that.
You forget.
Started at 10.
Right. It makes perfect sense now because now it's wide open again. It just when it's set up where he's 10, the next guy's 8. Cantlay caught him too, didn't he, or no? He caught him and then lost him?
Yeah, Rory McIlroy's 1 back. Cooch is 2 back. Cantlay is 2 back. Paul Casey is just 4 back. Johnny Rahm is 4 back. So, yeah. I mean,
it's wide open.
It's wide open.
If you start it, it's like Cooch had a real good point. Until I thought about it in those terms, it didn't make sense to me at all. But Kuchar had a good point. He said, well, look, you just go into the tournament like it's a 5-round tournament, and after first round, you trail by 3.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't seem as daunting.
Lucas Glover's out of it.
Yeah, which is bad news. His wife is going to beat the hell out of him.
Grant Snedeker's out of it. Jason Kokrak, Weber.
I mean, she's going to slap him
DJ.
up and down Atlanta.
Come on, DJ.
Somebody might want to call the Atlanta police now and get it out of the way before Glover goes back to the condo and just gets it just beat.
So there's a lot of guys who are out of it too. But yeah. So anyway, here we go. So they'll tee off this afternoon. Only 30 guys playing. So round 2 coming up at Eastlake.
It will be. It's in a strange way though. It will be easier to watch.
Paul Casey.
It'll be easier to watch now that they're past that first round where the scores were all staggered. Even though if we would have treated the first round like we're treating today, maybe it wouldn't have been as confusing as we seem to have made it.
On the 1010XL text line built by Lifetime Enclosures, I just want to send a service announcement, a PSA to the Jags. I cannot emotionally take a Foles year like he's had the last 2 years. I don't need the stress of the Jags falling behind in the win-loss column and having to rattle off 8 straight wins to make the playoffs. They need to be in first place by week 2 and keep that position the whole year. I have enough of emotional roller coaster listening to Jeff on the show.
Well, I'll take you on a ride.
On a ride.
Well, good. That's the idea.
Okay.
And we could come in here bland and quiet
Yes.
and mealy-mouthed and agreeable, and we, wouldn't be much fun every day, would it?
Yeah.
What is going on with – look, I'm anti-barring reporters from talking to you because you're unhappy with what they did, but in this case, I think Justin Verlander went above and beyond to notify the outlet that will want to talk to him.
Well, who did he notify? Because that's the question. Because the boss said, well, who did you notify? Because my name's attached to everything, and you didn't notify me. You didn't notify the guy. So who did you notify? That's the question.
Well, I don't know the answer to that.
Because he said he notified, and then nobody knows who he notified. So in fairness, if he didn't notify and then he's lying, then it's worse.
He said, I declined to speak with
and did he ever say why he didn't want to speak with the guy?
That's what we're still trying to learn last night because of unethical behavior in the past.
It's Justin Verlander and a guy from Detroit who was the Tigers beat writer for a lot of years, and he basically said he's not a truth teller or whatever. So
I don't know. Finich contacted MLB. He was barred from the Astros locker room.
Mhm.
Once Verlander had concluded his media session, Finich approached him anyway. Verlander said, I'm not answering your questions.
Yeah.
The executive director of the Detroit Free Press said blocking a working reporter from doing his job is unprofessional, disappointing, and intolerable. We will be protesting to MLB and the Astros. Look, I agree with that. As a member of journalism, I agree, unless I know how unprofessional, disappointing, and intolerable his treatment of Verlander was and how fair it was. You have to know that, too.
I know that last night, to bring it home locally, Jan didn't want to talk. Brent, I was talking to Brent last night, and Jan didn't want to talk to Brent because Brent said on TV he should take the money. And so Brent had asked me, did I say he should take the money? And I said, no, I think that was me. Well, I know it was me. I've said it all along. And I would tell Jan again,
Jan got on Brent for saying that?
Yeah, he was mad at him. He did the interview, so it was fine, no big deal. But he was mad at him because he said, you said I should take the money. You don't know my situation. And I would say, look, we know a little bit about.
Jan called the show right now. Here's your culprit.
Yeah, it was me. But I'd say I'd go tell him tomorrow or today. Listen, why would you be mad at somebody for telling you to take life-changing money, Chief? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If somebody put that, I would take it.
I'm with Jan on this.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, maybe, but I'm not going to speak for what somebody should do with their own financial future. He's got to have a plan, obviously. But it's funny how we would mistake who said it.
Yeah. Well, he's watching the show. I don't think Brent ever said that, but I know I said it on TV numerous times.
You said it a bunch here
Yeah,
too.
so.
I don't. But by the way, that's a big overreaction on his part.
Yeah,
that's
he's fine. I mean,
that's a small commentary. That's not an insult of any kind.
It's not an insult,
No.
and I think gets upset because I think in his mind he has said to his opinion. Jan's opinion is you guys don't know the whole story, and we don't, but we've said that too. Well, again, going by what we know, and I'll say it again, going by what we know, if it was an average of $19 million over 4 years, if it was $45 to $50 million guaranteed over 2 years, I would take the money.
Well,
and I think he should take the money because, and I would tell any athlete who hasn't gotten that life-changing money yet, take the money.
Yeah, but to his point,
if the Dallas Cowboys are trying to make Zeke Elliott the number 2 paid running back in the NFL and he has 2 years left on his contract, take the money.
Well, here's the problem. Here's what I would tell Dallas. If you think that that's a great strategy, that's a no-brainer, it's the same thing the Steelers did with Le'Veon Bell. He never bit. They offered him second best running back in the league money behind Gurley, and he didn't take it.
Yeah.
See,
Hey, let's see what's trending on Twitter.
Sure.
Let's go, Beef.
Brought to you by Brews with a Z now. Brews with a 3. Our third location is open up. Head by Brew. Listen, football's tailgating season, and nothing will spice up your tailgate like a growler of your favorite craft beer. It's just all vacuum sealed and ready to go. It's like having fresh draft beer at your tailgate party. So go to Brews 3, which is at Riverside on Post. Brews 1 is out at Atlantic Beach, and Brews 2 in Bartram.
It's the Tap 5 at 8. Visit brewswithaz.beer.
Yeah. Let it breathe.
Okay. Number 5.
Did you head to your, I don't know if it's Spotify for you or Apple Music?
Roku.
Did you jump on your Roku at
did.
midnight, Dan?
Yes.
Slide right in there and grab the new T-Swift?
Yes.
Because it's out.
Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay's out.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
He wasn't talking to you, Tater. He's talking about his personal friend, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, I know personally.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I had a run-in with her in the Bahamas. Did
Pals.
you not hear that story?
Old pals.
Yeah.
They go way back. Dan,
Bahamas.
share the story.
Well, I was
With
at
young
the.
Tater.
I was hanging at like I like to do down there at the Atlantis in the Bahamas, and I was with the lovely wife, and we had a little getaway down there years ago, and right there, getting on the elevator in front of me was Taylor Swift.
Wow.
And did I shy away? Absolutely not. In
No
front
way.
of all the people, including her bodyguards, I said, "Hey, honey, look! It's Taylor Swift!"
What's up, girl?
And she turned around and said, "Hi!"
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah, so that's my Taylor
She's
Swift
super
story.
tall.
There it is.
Super tall.
She's a
Yeah.
tall girl.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that picture of her standing by Bruno Mars?
Have not.
Because
Bruno Mars is, honest to goodness, an elf.
yeah,
Yes.
and when they're standing by each other, it's
angry elf
almost
sometimes.
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a good, they should not pair up. Yeah, T Swifty's got a new record out. And if you're my age, you're an old guy, shout out Missy Elliott dropping a new record for the first time in
Ooh.
like 8,000 years.
Number 4.
I'd get that one before Swift.
Maybe so. Number 4, guys,
I'm listening.
keeping it rolling. I don't know if we've got any spare fire extinguishers or, anything else of that ilk, but if we could go ahead and send them all south of the equator.
Okay.
The Amazon's still on fire, guys.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's burning.
And this was
And
it
burning?
was intentionally started?
No, that's
A rumor?
yeah. When you have an out of control fire, they do control burns to try and
Yeah.
contain it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not
Yeah.
exactly 100% accurate,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
How much of the Amazon is on fire? And I'm curious how a rainforest can burn. Isn't it supposed to be all wet?
Well, it's burning. I think they said like 18% of it's burnt.
18%?
It's a large quantity.
Wow.
It's
And-
burning.
And we don't know what started the fire. Was it lightning strike or was it arson?
Well, no,
We don't know.
Some indigenous person spoke with the news there and said they saw someone burning, but a lot of people are speculating that was an attempt to control it. You do a control burn kind of behind the line to try and stop the fire from having a fuel source. So
Record numbers of fires are burning across the Brazilian Amazon rainforest, igniting an international row between France and Brazil over the need for action.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the grain of salt I take this with. This will be way overstated and embellished until it plays out. I mean,
Brazilian
the
Amazon
media, by
fires.
the end of the day, will have you believing that the entire ecological system of the world is going to be disappeared tomorrow. So I'm just we'll let it play out here and see what happens.
fair enough.
Number 3.
Be nice to put it out.
Number 3, if you've ever felt like you've had a pretty bad day or a bad couple days, we're going to head out to Estacada, Oregon.
Estacada,
Oregon, where
I love it.
Well, a lady out there, guys, no matter what kind of day you think you're having is a bad day, I'm pretty sure this lady's got you trumped.
Oh, boy.
She had herself in a situation for
Beef, I'm sorry. Is this the hit song Blow?
It is.
Okay.
And this lady's last 2 or 3 days did, in fact, do that. She spent 2 to 3 days trapped, guys. Trapped. Finally, rescuers were able to get her out, though, get her to a hospital. She's going to be okay, but where, pray tell, was she trapped? Was she trapped?
Don't know.
Did a structure collapse on her? Did she
Oh,
get
dear.
stuck in a cave or a well? Almost. See, guys, she got stuck in the septic tank
Oh.
for
What-
2 to 3 days.
What
How
did
did
she
that
go in?
even happen? Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody knows how she got in there?
We're not sure.
Nobody asked her?
2 to 3 days.
Not since
Not since someone fell into the portalette have we.
not since my guy who crawled
Ew.
his way to freedom in Shawshank.
Oh, no.
It says it looks
love
like
it.
there was work being done on the tank. There was a tractor in the area and a hole had been dug, exposing the tank, and she fell through about a 2 by 2 foot hole. Could not get out.
What a splashdown that must have
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
God.
That's Shawshank-esque.
Oh dear.
Number 2.
Let's
No.
move on.
And she was stuck there for how long?
2 to 3 days.
At least he was allowed to crawl his way to
2
freedom.
Yeah.
to 3 days.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Crazy video, guys, out of Yellowstone. I don't know if you saw this. Family on vacay in Yellowstone. There's like a roadway through there. There's lots of cars, but they got caught in the middle of a bison stampede. And unfortunately for this family on their rental car, they ran afoul of one bison. As the incredible video shows, the bison comes straight up right into the hood of the car.
Oh.
Bang!
Yeah. Not good.
It's bad news. I'll share the video from the 1010.
I almost hit a deer.
Oh, bison aren't nice.
Bison are big
I
and
almost
mean.
hit a deer on the way home the other night.
Bro.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have them in our neighborhood, man. Especially certain times of the year, they jump out.
Now, remember we had that video just like a month ago, that
tossed the
9-year-old
girl.
getting tossed at Yellowstone by the bison.
Yeah.
These bison
That's
are
why I
a
was
menace.
joking.
Well, they're
Time
not
to
a
take 'em
menace.
out.
Yeah, the people are the menace.
Time to take them out.
I mean,
Wow,
you got to
leave the
stay out
bison
of stay out of their habitat, and you'll be fine.
We're all eating
They're
bison
just trying to
burgers.
chill.
It's not a petting zoo, people. I mean,
Well, and there are the locals out there complain that the tourists come in, they get way too close.
They get too
and-
close.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the bison, but they do that in other things too. I think I don't know what if it's like
that poor bison went straight into that car.
how good and thorough like television has become or the internet, but why you think that you can just go up to wild animals and hang out with them?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I found I was ashamed of myself yesterday as I took 5 minutes to remove about a 12-inch snake from my house. I mean, the thing wasn't any bigger around than a pencil. I should have just picked it up from the get-go and got rid of it. But it's amazing to me.
What kind of snake was it?
That's
Corn
the question.
snake, black
Well,
snake, racer snake, copperhead, cobra, rattle,
python,
copper.
That was the question. That's why it took so long. It was a tan color, which I don't see tan-colored snakes very
So you
often.
weren't sure.
So I wasn't sure if it was like a little baby pygmy rattler or something.
Like a light tan?
So I tried,
Shoot, I got no
kind
time
of
for
a lighter tannish.
Why didn't you call Bentley over to get it?
Yeah, he was outside. I didn't want to. Finally, though, I just
give it the Willow treatment.
Finally,
they run too. They slither away, right?
It was literally this big, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing that I finally just picked it up by the back of the neck, took it out front, and let it go.
All right.
But it's especially embarrassing. When I was in 8th grade, Dan, I'm going to tell a quick story real quick. When I'm in 8th grade, and I'm at my junior high school in West Virginia, I was
Where did you let it go, by the way? Because it wanted to come right back in your house?
I doubt it. Probably didn't want to be in there.
All
I think
right.
the cat may have brought it in, to be
Put it
honest.
in Miss P's sock drawer.
She thought it was fake. It was right by the back door to the patio. So the first thing she did was to come in and accuse me of putting a fake snake there. And I'm like, well, no, I didn't, honey. That's going to be real.
Oh dear.
So I put it outside. When I was in 8th grade, I was in like the hunting and fishing club in West
Yes, you
Virginia
were.
or whatever. So
Hunting, fishing.
the PE teacher who doubled as the basketball coach and the football coach and every other coach we had there took about 30 of us. We went on this camping trip up in the mountains of West Virginia where we fished. Well, we went in the spring, and it was right as the sun was coming up for the first time, and the snakes had come out, and there were like snakes everywhere. And I spent the weekend, me and about 3 other guys, like catching snakes and putting them in buckets, and I had no fear of snakes at all. Yet I see this little thing, and I cower like some sort of,
I usually, if there's a snake in my house, no disrespect to the snake, it's not going to leave
Yeah,
happily.
I don't kill them.
Yeah.
I don't kill them because unless if they're poisonous, I'll kill them. But I don't kill them.
I don't
because
have time to ask.
They eat all that stuff.
Yeah, are
And
you poisonous?
They're fairly easy to
triangle head. It's poisonous, and flat. It's
usually
not. There's hardly any.
I don't want to
poison
get that close.
Usually, if you just get them with the 4-iron and whack them, they're done.
If there's a snake in or around your house, it's probably not poisonous. Not exclusive. Like here in Florida with so much water, it could always be a moccasin. But there's a funny thing about water moccasins, gang. They like to be around the water. So if you live 30 yards from the water, it's more likely they're going to be down around that. So anyway,
and lastly,
I still don't know. I'd like
one.
to know what kind of snake it was. I still don't know. Like I
Did
said,
you take a picture?
I didn't, but odd coloring. That's what threw me off. Usually, when we get the little snakes in there, they're usually the ones with the colored rings on them. Yeah, we get a lot of those.
Lastly, a
Yes,
couple
sir.
of nuggets from the National Football League. This was just kind of, it's funny because it was a viral clip of the Madden 20 game. It was a little bit of a glitch in the Madden 20 game.
All right.
Now, who was like the feel-good story of last year's draft?
The feel-good story of last year's
Last year's
NFL
NFL draft was Shaq Griffin.
Yes.
From UCF.
Oh, I saw this.
So there was a video from Madden 20. Shaq's
yes.
in it, and a guy caught a slow-mo video of Shaq making an improbable interception, jumping up, leaping to catch the ball with one hand. The only problem is it's the other hand.
It's the arm that doesn't have a hand.
The arm that doesn't have a hand. It's a video game glitch. It was just kind of funny. Because obviously they can't really control that stuff in the game. It just sort of happened that way. It's just
Why is
it's
that
funny video to see.
Funny, Beef.
I'm funny how?
How is that funny?
How is
Beef?
that funny? How is it funny?
A man's handicap is funny?
Funny how?
How is that funny? Like a
Final
clown?
question, bro.
Maybe that was their way of trying to make it better because last year there was a picture of him and it was like him jumping up going to block a ball and like the ball just went right over.
Oh, no.
So maybe they're
Couldn't
like,
quite
we're-
reach it is what you're saying.
So maybe they were like, well, let's just switch it.
But really,
let him catch it.
But really, more so, what's really the number one trending thing,
Yes.
the NFL,
Yes.
is
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
What else would it be? As the boys on Twitter dubbed him, the good Josh Allen.
It's so funny how watching a guy and looking at a box score doesn't, is so different. Like if you're in another town, you look at the Jaguars box score. Josh Allen didn't have a sack.
Josh
So
Allen in town.
Don't really
And
notice.
I honestly thought he got that sack. I didn't know
Gonna
Snoop
bring
did.
the quarterback down. Sorry. Very excited about Josh Allen.
He was by far the star of the show last night for the Jaguars, who, again, I think the one thing that has kind of been stamped on in this preseason is they're in trouble if frontline players get hurt. The depth has not shown up in the preseason.
Depth not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
That's what's trending, gang.
Well
See you in
done,
Canton.
friend. Well done.
Is his what is that cast that he's wearing?
That's a
just
cast for a broken hand is what I would guess, or a thumb.
It's a cast to beat
Or
Ryan Fitzpatrick within an inch of his life.
Yes. It's a cast that's going to send a message to Pat Mahomes week 1. Hey, Pat.
Look at this hand.
All right, so
Here's the hand.
When we come back on the other side.
Yes.
Remember the lightning rod in
Yes.
golf about Bryson DeChambeau and his pace of play?
Yes.
And he was really just in everyone's sights last week. Well, a reporter for Golf
It's taking
Digest.
2.5 minutes to.
A reporter from Golf Digest fought, and then DeChambeau, by the way, turned on everyone. They said everyone was wrong, and that he actually doesn't take any more time than anyone else, and yada yada yada. And I haven't gone through the particulars, so I don't know how I'm not setting this up to go one way or the other. But a Golf Digest writer yesterday followed DeChambeau for his first round,
boy.
and so he's going to
got some time.
He's going to put the numbers to the reality when it comes to just how slow or fast, as the case may be. Josh
Did
Allen
DeChambeau
plays.
know that he was being followed?
I don't know.
Because
I doubt
he
it.
would have speeded.
Yeah.
He would have sped up. If he
I don't
knew
know if
somebody
he would. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. All right, it's an All-American Friday here on The Drill, brought to you by our friends at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling, a JB Coxwell company. Look, if you're a contractor and you've got a project under works, you want your job site to look as professional as your company is, and well, not all roll-off companies are going to do that for you. It'll look as professional as you are when you use All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. The A-Team now serving St. John's, Duval, and Clay counties.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Why are you smiling? Dreams come true under the Friday Night Lights. Because I love football. Recap this week's high school football games and hear from the winning coaches, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights on 1010XL.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The world is changing. Isn't it time smoking changed too? Meet Vuse Alto, a vapor product offering you a satisfying alternative to cigarettes. With long-lasting pods filled with liquid blended in the U.S., Vuse Alto delivers our highest performing vapor yet. Simple to use, surprisingly quiet, and impressively powerful. Vuse, leading the way today, tomorrow, and the future. Underage sale prohibited.
Jeff Ross right here to help you with your patio envy. Well, actually, to tell you who can help you with your patio envy. Man, we have such nice weather here in Florida, and we're going to get into the fall. Wouldn't it be nice just to sit out in a nice enclosed patio, maybe put a summer kitchen out there, hang a TV, your football headquarters? Well, Lifetime Enclosures has your cure, from patio extensions to lanai conversions, sunrooms, screen enclosures. Make Lifetime Enclosures your outdoor living choice. Visit them there, just south of Bay Meadows on Phillips Highway. Tell them I sent you, and while you're there, take that short walk next door. Check out some flooring at Lifetime Flooring as well. Stop by Lifetime Enclosures and receive up to 20% off of a qualifying purchase.
When the wild calls, the Kubota RTV X1140 was built to answer. Proven diesel engine, heavy-duty suspension, and traction that grips like a mountain lion. It's all engineered around a roomy 4-seat cab that converts into an extra-long cargo bed, so you can prep for a trophy hunt and haul it home effortlessly. Find yours at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota, shape your world.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road, Jacksonville, and now also in
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hear ye, hear ye. The Great Car Sale of 2019 is September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine Auditorium. Brought to you by 1-to-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Featuring over 500 used and late model cars, trucks, and SUVs from 10 local dealers. Audi, Toyota, BMW, Ford. You name it, we have it. Huge discounts and deals all day at the biggest car sale of the year. September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine. Get pre-approved for a loan as low as 1.89% at 121fcu.org.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of the Sports Den replay.
And for no reason, he throws like his jacket over, the Gator's head and tries to ride it.
That's the same guy that'll go around Moncrief and lock his doors.
When you owe the IRS or Florida sales tax and can't pay, contact J. David Tax Law. Voted best tax attorney by Folio Weekly readers and an ultimate tax attorney by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Stop collection action and permanently resolve your tax problem. Peace of mind is only a click or call away. Call J. David Tax Law now for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Online at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Stonecore, Jacksonville's #1 shop for pavers, stonework, outdoor kitchens, and fireplaces, now has the highest quality all-weather outdoor furniture. Many colors, many styles, and made in the USA. At Stonecore, Phillips Highway, 1 mile north of the Avenues Mall.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
My name is Janice. I'm a client of Brett Hastings. Brett is the most brilliant, diligent, hardworking attorney I have ever met. He is truly dedicated to his clients and fights for them to the very end. Brett fought hard to win a large personal injury lawsuit for me. They are the very best legal team I have ever met. I would hire them again in a heartbeat.
Learn more at justiceforjacksonville.com. Law offices of Brett Hastings, where the injured find justice.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASE certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
Superior Fence and Rail knows about first-class service. From the first phone call to the final inspection, Superior Fence and Rail's professional team delivers with great communication, friendly installers, and quality fence products. There's a reason why Superior Fence and Rail is the top-rated fence company in Jacksonville, and it all starts with their professional team. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your new fence today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
I was looking at this article in the Miami Herald. They're talking about the The good, the bad, and a lot of ugly mark the Canes-Gators rivalry. More coming up Saturday. And they're talking about 1987 first-round NFL draft pick Ricky Nattiel. They were trying to get a hold of him. He was in an operating room somewhere near Gainesville on Wednesday. He saw his phone flash. It was his good buddy, former Broncos teammate Melvin Bratton, who won national titles in 83 and 87 at the U. I wish I could talk now, but I can't, he whispered. I'm in the OR. Bratton said, well, I got the Herald on the line. She wants to know about Saturday's UM-UF game. So then he called back, and he said...
This is like...
This week.
Okay.
He said, I still have Melvin's teeth when Jarvis Williams knocked him out on the 50-yard line. Nattiel said defiantly, referring to the 85 UF win in my victory. That included the vicious hit that left Bratton cursing in a stupor while being carried off the field. Added Nattiel, don't forget, 83, Florida 28, national champs 3. And I remember that well, obviously. Nobody forgets, at least the thousands of Hurricane and Gator fans preparing to tune in Saturday at 7. Unranked Miami against number 8 Florida. Leads this series. It began in 38, was suspended for 1 year in 43. And the 83 game of which Nattiel spoke, the Gators dominated a redshirt freshman and future NFL quarterback named Bernie Kosar.
That was my first game as a Gator, that game.
Whose Hurricanes would get the last laugh by winning the next 10 games to claim the first of their 5 national titles.
The next 10 games of that season, Yeah, that was amazing.
Kosar is one of about 100 former Hurricanes who will gather at Camping World Stadium. Close to a couple dozen will be allowed on the sidelines. Who gets allowed on the sidelines?
This is funny. I was talking to Leon Big Cersei the other day, and I said, who are your boys from when you were at Miami? Because we were talking about he's going down to the game, and I said, well, will you hang out with him? He goes, well, man, I got friends. He goes, man, to you, they only let first-team All-Americans on the sideline, so, which Leon fits the bill. He'll be on the sideline. But if you're not a first-team All-American, we love you, but you ain't coming on the sideline.
Former Hurricanes expected to be in attendance: Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Warren Sapp, Michael Irvin, Gino Torretta, Devin Hester, Reggie Wayne, Eddie Brown, Bryant McKinney, Edgerrin James, Clinton Portis, John Vilma, Calais Campbell, and honorary UM captain Vinny Wilfork. Gators are expected to have an equally huge contingent of former players with at least 20 on the sideline. Brandon Spikes, Gerard Warren, Javon Kearse, Lawrence Wright, Fred Taylor, Riedel Anthony, honorary captain Lito Shepard.
Man, that is so much talent.
Yeah.
Especially on the Miami side.
Among those watching in person or on TV Saturday will be a select group of former players and or coaches who have represented both programs. The most notorious or celebrated, depending on if you're a Gator or a Cane, Brock Berlin, now 38 years old, the father of 3 in his hometown of Shreveport. The 1999 Gatorade National Player of the Year, played for the Gators in 2000 and 2001, transferred to Miami. He beat the Gators as a Hurricane in 03 and 04. Orchestrating in 03, one of the great comebacks in UM history. Also was on hand for the well-documented Bourbon Street Brawl on December 27, 2000.
I was there for that.
When trash talk turned into punches 6 days before the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, Florida under Spurrier had some rough trips to the Sugar Bowl. They had that one, and then they had one where their own team fought.
Yeah, Hambrick's brother.
Yeah.
Darren Hambrick. Is it Darren Hambrick?
Yeah, it was Darren.
Linebacker, right?
Yeah, Troy played it at South Carolina. And was it Anthony Riggins, maybe?
Don't want to get the name wrong.
McDonald Ferguson, one of those two.
I don't think it was McDonald. Gator defensive end Alex Brown left with a swollen eye. Big Money Warren was handcuffed and taken to the nearby police station. Cane safety Al Blades just kept running off his mouth, said Andra Davis. We tried to avoid him, but you can only take so much. It wasn't a fight. It was a riot, the manager of the Gateway Mardi Gras Pizza said. People could have gotten killed. They were beating on everything, throwing, punching, kicking.
Then Miami continued the whooping in the Sugar Bowl a couple of days later.
Yeah. Berlin, who said this week he's a Hurricane through and through and will be for life, was with his Gator buddies down the street. It was real messy there for a minute until the police got there. It was kind of like one of those old Westerns, people jumping backwards and shutting down on doors on Bourbon Street. It was pretty wild. Oh, gosh. Berlin not only beat Florida twice, he also beat Florida State 3 times, which brings us to another curious Miami-Florida rivalry trait. It seems a lot more hostile, with the word hate often thrown around, than the intense UM-FSU rivalry. We have a love-hate rivalry with Florida State, said Bratton. But those people in the middle of the state, we don't like them at all. Back in the day, we'd go to Gainesville and take the Gators' girlfriends out. That's how much we hated the team. So, it goes way back. It goes back to the...
I'm sure Miami hated Florida more than Florida hated Miami, because the implication was that, well, not the implication. Florida dropped Miami.
Yeah.
From the year to year. the reasons that it happened have been embellished. I was a little disappointed in Eugene Fournette.
What do you got?
Well, he was writing on the history of the game. I mean, it was last Saturday, and he just said factually that the Gators dropped Miami because they weren't beating them. Because of the actually, it was more specific. Because of the 31-4 beatdown in '87, Florida decided not to play him anymore. And I thought to myself, well, that's silly because the last 6 or 8 matchups have been, 4-4. But up until '86, look, since they dropped them, Miami has dominated the series. But up until then, Miami certainly was not dominating the series. Florida beat them in '83. They beat them in '85. In '84, they had that fantastic finish where Miami scored twice in the last 15 seconds. Then Florida lost 86-87, but to say because you lost to Miami 31-4, that's why you stopped the series, I thought was misleading. That may, it coincided with that. And you may not believe the reasons that Florida used. I'll grant you that. But I don't think the reason that Florida and Miami stopped playing was because Florida was suddenly afraid to play them, that they couldn't beat them. That's silly.
Players, coaches, and cheerleaders who were pelted with frozen oranges at Florida Field in 1980 toward the end of the game. It was like a war zone, said Howard Schnellenberger, with hand grenades catapulting out of the 75th row and hitting innocent bystanders. The Canes were already romping, but an infuriated Schnellenberger sent out his kicker for a 25-yard field goal on the final play.
Okay.
Canes 31, Gators 7.
Again, I'd like to just shade the memories with some reality. In September in Gainesville, Florida, in the fourth quarter, there ain't no such thing as a frozen orange. Maybe they threw oranges. They did throw oranges.
Yes.
But they didn't throw any frozen oranges because it's 1,000 degrees and it's the fourth quarter.
The 1985 game was the last loss before their record 58-game winning streak at the
home?
Orange Bowl.
Yeah. That was that's a very, very memorable day from start to finish. We left game. This was back in the day, Hick. It was my first game, and I was a sports fan. I have any ties to the University of Florida, and I was there with a buddy of mine. We decided, we're going to go to the Florida-Miami game, and, of course, we did what 18-year-olds with no money did. We got up and got in the car. We drove all the way to Miami. We went to the game. We, tailgated and did all that stuff, and then we turned around, didn't even think about getting a hotel, Dan Hicken. We couldn't have afforded one of those at all, and we turned around and we drove all the way back. Wow. So, just a little 20-hour introduction into into Gator football, and in this case, the Florida-Miami rivalry.
The former the Cleveland Browns vice president of player personnel is Alonzo Highsmith. He is planning to go to the game after the Browns preseason game Friday night in Tampa. Understand that, yes, game is a big moment type game in your football career, but it's not the ultimate moment. You can't go into this game with a season on the line mentality. I don't think winning or losing will take either team out of the national championship picture. I would disagree with that, but that's
it had
only because if you lose this game, you're not nearly as good as you think you are.
Well, in this game, in fairness, is more indicative of what the totality of the series is. Most of the meetings between Florida and Miami did not feature national championship contenders.
Yeah.
Featured good teams that were trying to have a better year, and that's kind of what this one feels like.
Yeah.
In those games, in the 80s, 2 of those years that Florida beat Miami, and Miami went on to win a national title. That 85 season that Florida opened with a win at Miami, the Gators got to number 1 in the country for the first time ever in the AP poll that year. And then Florida, though, was hit with probation, and those last 2 years they played them in the 80s, the Gators were, short-staffed and not very good. They were a 6-5 team, and Miami was still in national title winning mode, where they stayed for the next 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the game. As you know, and we've talked about this through the years, I like the Florida-Miami game more than you do. It's more important to me. I'd like to see that game, even if it meant sacrificing
Texas.
Or not Texas, but Colorado for sure.
Yeah.
I would much rather Florida have another 2-game series with Miami than play Colorado back-to-back.
Yeah, not me. I like
I know.
national.
I know you do. Colorado, I don't consider a national program. I consider you playing Kansas or Oklahoma State or just some team.
It's a Power 5 team. I'm all for it.
That'd be awesome.
I like the Gators to travel. The Gators don't travel anywhere.
I don't like travel.
I like to travel.
Yeah, not me.
I'd like
travel to Miami. I'll travel there.
I'll go play Washington. Going out to USC and back in the early 80s was great. Let the brand go, man. Get the brand out there.
Today's day, and I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that that's accurate anymore. I don't think your brand is any more recognizable if you go play at Colorado because we've got ESPN and online and social and everything else. The brands are the brands.
Stay in the backyard is what you're saying.
No, it's not. The backyard be playing, FAU and UCF. You're playing a, legit team. Skinny is
UCF's
on.
better than Miami right now.
Yeah,
I understand LeBron James wants Josh Allen to join the Lakers.
Yes, you're right.
Finally, Kentucky delivers a pretty good football player.
Thank you, Kentucky.
By the way, he was a 2-star in high school.
I know. What a great story.
It is a heck of a story. Look, I watched just about every second of Kentucky football last year. You guys remember how he played in Gainesville. This guy is unblockable at times. I don't care who's in front of him. You can't block him. He's too fast, too big, too long. He is one hell of a football player.
Well, if last night is any indication, it's going to be fun to watch his progress as a rookie.
Fellas, let me bring up the previous time Florida and Miami played in Orlando. It was November of '76, and this fella drove over from Daytona with another drinker, and it was a heck of an afternoon. Let me recount it for you.
All right.
The Tangerine, by the way, there was a coach named Saban in that game. Unfortunately, his first name was Lou for Miami. The Tangerine Bowl had just busted out a new $10 million addition, a second deck on the opposite side of the press box side of the field. So that's where our tickets were. I'd been to a wedding at dawn, so you can tell what kind of shape I was in about 1 o'clock.
Oh, boy.
By the way, Skinny, speaking to the progress of Orlando, I believe that's the same stadium they'll play in tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this was a Tinker Toy edition. This place was a dump. It probably still is. But anyway, nobody thought anything about it. Everybody took their seats, and they announced stand for the national anthem. So everybody stood.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is the deck started swaying 3 feet in either direction.
Oh, dear.
And there was a panic. I mean, a panic exodus. You guys can probably find this somewhere on, somewhere on the net. People were running out of there, and my buddy Tom told me, he said, Phil, if this thing goes down, let's start at the top and ride and see how we come out. It was scary, guys. That was the one and only time they used that $10 million edition and had to chop it down.
Wow.
I know how
19, Canes 10.
Knowing how much pure grain alcohol was in the bodies of both you and your buddy, it probably wasn't even swaying. It was probably you two.
No, guys. There is a full-blown story on that bad boy. It was a rough day, let me tell you. But anyway, Otis Anderson, I believe, was a star back for Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Had a pretty good game, but the Gators weren't any good either, but Miami was even worse, and we're still contemplating dropping football. I mean, that's how serious a shape the Miami program. It was their home game. They sold to Orlando.
Yeah.
Guys, have a great weekend.
Thank
and
you, Skinny. Good to hear from
go
you.
Vols, I guess.
The 76 game remains the only Florida-Miami game to be played in Orlando. 8 years later, they played for the first time in Tampa. I was at that one, by the way.
That's the one where they scored in the...
That was the Kerwin freshman game.
You know, it's funny, Dan. That's 84, right? So I've just begun my senior year. I have a pretty good idea that I want to go to Florida. And this is way before the games were ever on TV. If you live in Puerto Rico, you're not watching that game live.
Yeah.
But that game...
It was on ESPN.
Yeah, we didn't have cable, buddy.
Oh.
I mean, they may not have it yet. I think they do. But the next morning on the NFL Today, they actually showed it was such a fantastic finish. They actually showed the end, which the NFL Today rarely shows any college football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it had to be, a super big deal, but that studio show did. Can I give you these numbers on Bryson DeChambeau? We'll come back and turn for the final hour of a Football Friday.
Do it.
I know. Are you sure you've kind of been hinting and teasing and giving me side glances.
Yes.
Angle shooting is what they call it in poker.
Yes.
That you have some, lock winner that you're ready to give the audience here, even though the Friday 5-pack doesn't begin until next week.
I have 2.
So maybe we can give those when we return as well. Bottom line is this. So they followed DeChambeau around yesterday. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, on the tee box and on the approach shots, he stayed within the time limit almost every time. Now, on the green is a different case.
Oh, boy.
And so, Brooks Koepka, you might want to close your ears as I divulge this information.
Oh, no.
You're allowed 40 seconds, 50 seconds if you're the first to putt, 40 seconds if you're the second.
When does it start?
What do you mean, when does it start? When you address the ball. When you get up to your ball, it starts.
Okay.
DeChambeau averaged 1 minute, 21 seconds per first putt, which is, more than a half minute longer than you should.
Okay.
Even when he was closer to the hole, than Reavie. And Reavie, by the way, he only averaged 48 seconds. He stayed within his time. The longest time, though, came on the 9th green, facing a 36-foot uphill birdie putt. DeChambeau took 2 minutes and 41 seconds from marking his ball to contact. His putt went 6 feet by, and even though he watched Reavie for 50 seconds, he didn't start to look at his comeback until after Reavie's birdie attempt was struck, another minute before he was off the green. So the PGA Tour issued a statement that it was looking at pace of play solutions after the Brooks-Bryson fallout, right?
Right.
The tour's current pace of play policy only addresses players whose groups have fallen out of position. Tour now exploring whether to expand its policy to look at individual players shot by shot. If the shot clock existed, DeChambeau would have had 10 over 50-second violations through his first 9 holes and 14 if that bar was 40 seconds. So bottom line is Bryson DeChambeau, when he tells you you're a liar, is in fact lying himself. It's an All-American Friday brought to you by the A-Team at J.B. Coxwell, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Did you hear that?
Hear what? This isn't real. What is real? How do you define real?
1010XL.
Garber Ford has so many flavors, we're thinking about becoming an ice cream shop. Grab a big double scoop of Ford Expedition with up to $14,000 off, or get yourself a little scoop of Ford Fiesta for as low as $14,000. And Garber Ford will throw the sprinkles in for free with a lifetime warranty. Garber Ford wants to help you stay cool for the end of the summer. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Ford, we make you cooler.
Here's what's happening in Bulldog Country. The Georgia Bulldog Report. Brought to you by Culhane's Irish Pub on Atlantic Boulevard and in Tinseltown.
Georgia came in at number 3 in the first edition of the Associated Press Top 25 poll. 4 of Georgia's 2019 opponents were ranked in the top 25. Florida at number 8, Notre Dame at 9, Texas A&M 12th, and Auburn 16th. The Dogs kick off the season a week from Saturday against Vanderbilt at 7:30.
Calling all Georgia Bulldogs to Culhane's Irish Pub in Atlantic Beach and the new location at Tinseltown. Hunker down every Saturday to watch your Georgia Bulldogs while enjoying authentic Irish cuisine and $5 pints from Ruby Beach. With over 24 beers on tap and dog specials all Saturday long, it's your Bulldog home at the beaches in Tinseltown this fall. Culhane's Irish Pub delivers 5-star class with 5-star sex. Visit Culhane'sIrishPub.com. Go Dogs!
Brilliant! Hey, Hicken here. I know you've been dreaming about that amazing outdoor kitchen area. Just do yourself a favor. Go see my guys first. Yeah, over at Construction Solutions and Supply. It's over at 5225 Edgewood Court. Really easy to get to. I've been there. It's incredible. They've got all kinds of ideas. They'll help you create the perfect outdoor kitchen design that your wife will love and your friends will envy. And here's my tip. Ask them to show you the Fire Magic Outdoor Grills. Now you're cooking. Visit Construction Solutions and Supply, 389-2700, 389-2700.
If you're facing surgery or taking medications for erectile dysfunction, there is an alternative solution, Core Wave Therapy. This is Dr. West, board-certified urologist with the McKeever Clinic. With Core Wave Therapy, you'll experience an ED solution with many benefits over traditional therapies such as surgery or pills. The procedures are short, painless, and have no downtime.
Call 355-6583 or visit McKeeverClinic.com. That's MCIVER. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
If you own a small business and you need a trusted, licensed plumber,
call TNT Plumbing.
From backflow prevention to repipes, call or text 508-3455, 508-3455.
TNT Plumbing, quality craftsmanship, and dynamite customer service.
You know, guys, with you, sometimes it's baby steps. I remember with my husband, I had to practically drag him to the nail salon to get a pedicure, assuring him how much he was going to love getting a pedicure. And we did it. And of course, now he goes all the time because he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Same thing with laser hair removal. I told him, this is so great. I won't have to shave your back anymore. You'll be smooth all of the time and feeling confident. He did it. And again, that life-changing moment when he listened to his wife. Ideal Image Med Spa wants you to be confident this summer. Get up to 60% off laser hair removal. Yeah, this is something for men, women, anyone with unwanted hair. It's here, it's there, it's even there, but that doesn't mean it has to stay. And when you look good, you feel good. When you feel your best, you get more out of life. life. Call for your private complimentary consultation. It's 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, St. Augustine and Diane's Marketplace on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com.
Hello, I'm Renee Harrell. Clients are the best judge of our success. That's why we have hundreds of client thank yous on our website. If you've been in an accident, visit HarrellandHarrell.com. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Offices, Jacksonville.
Words to live by. Tee it high and let it fly. That means let's golf, baby. And if I'm golfing the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club, right there nestled in northwest St. Johns County at Racetrack Road and San Jose. You are going to love the Julington Creek Golf Club. If you haven't been out there in a while, it's time to give it a chance. Terrific customer service. Golfing on a budget. There's no better deal to be had. So go to browngolf.com and check out all the specials at the Julington Creek Golf Club, or just call 287-GOLF and get your tee time today. And I'll see you on the course, the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club.
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
Mystic Cornhole Company builds the best high-quality custom boards right here in Jacksonville. Perfect for weddings, tailgating, your business, a day at the beach, and they make a great gift idea. See for yourself at mysticcornholecompany.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
They say time is money, and at Claude Nolan Cadillac, we respect your time and strive to make your every visit a pleasure. Serving Jacksonville for over 114 years, Claude Nolan Cadillac owners come back again and again. Why? Because you are more than a customer, you are part of our family, and now get 0% financing for up to 72 months, plus $1,000 on most new 2019 Cadillac models. Visit Claude Nolan on Southside Boulevard or go to ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905. See dealer for details.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Duval Honda. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Jacksonville fell to Miami last night in the third preseason game 22-7. Our first chance to see the majority of the starters. Nick Foles took his first snap as a Jag and went 6 for 10 with a touchdown, but also 1 interception. Jags able to get in the end zone in the first quarter as D.D. Westbrook stood out for the touchdown. Big day tomorrow on the First Coast for high school football as the Publix Old City Showcase presented by Sonic takes place. 3 marquee matchups back-to-back on 1010XL live from Skinner Barco Stadium. Lee versus Bartram Trail, Atlantic Coast versus defending state champion Mandarin, and University Christian Bulls. Fanfare opens at 11:30. Go to jackshighschool912.com for more information. 901 and 77 degrees. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Come on, J-Bill. Friday tradition, baby. Let's go. Take it, Leo. Embrace it. Here we go. Snap your fingers, Josh Allen. Yeah.
Snap your fingers and snap a few quarterbacks.
Go number 41. We're in a spin. Put them in a spin. And dance. Dance on their graves. Let's go.
That's macabre.
Woo! That's what I'm here for. Yeah. What do we feel like doing? Yeah. You know what it is. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Come on. Big finish. Woo! Woo!
Ah, that's right. That's inhumane. That's right there. That's
so good.
Yeah, that's not fair.
So good.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's just wrong. You forget, Dan, what the Yankees. I feel sorry for not feel sorry, but my kids. If you're 30 years old, you don't know that the Yankees-Dodgers is a thing.
No.
I mean, they have gone the Dodgers especially. They have gone AWOL from World Series matchups after so many years. Don't forget, and, not that you ever would, but, the Dodgers, for those of you that are a little bit younger, it started in Brooklyn. They were the Brooklyn Dodgers, and, of course, the Yankees are the Bronx Bombers. So they had that natural, inner-city rivalry. For more than 50 years, their home stadiums were 11 miles apart. Now they're on different coasts. It's by far the most commonly played matchup in Major League Baseball history. Postseason history, does that surprise you? No teams have met more in postseason history than the Yankees and the Dodgers, and that's even factoring in they have not met in more than 35 years.
Wow.
The last time these two played, no player on the Dodgers' 40-man roster was alive.
Last time they played in the World Series.
Yeah, that was 1981. CC Sabathia is the only living Yankee, and he was one.
Wow.
I bring this up because
they play this weekend.
Yeah, the Dodgers and Yankees,
Yankees got swept by the A's.
Yeah, who might finally be on a collision course to play each other in a World Series again.
Maybe.
The Dodgers and Yankees have the second and third best records in Major League Baseball, and they're also the second and third favorites to win the World Series behind the Astros. So, by the way, just some more notes. Reggie Jackson wouldn't be Mr. October if it weren't for the Yankees-Dodgers rivalry. It was a 3-home run game in a Game 6 series clincher. He was the first player with 3 home runs in a World Series game since Babe Ruth did it in 1928. And that kind of is what earned him the Mr. October moniker.
The one more baseball note, and we'll take a phone call or two. The Cleveland Indians put out a tweet yesterday, how hard they had worked to come back from their actual Twitter site,
Okay.
How hard they had worked to come back from this 11.5-game deficit. And, they just split a series with the best team in baseball. And so we just lost 2 games to a fringe playoff team.
That's what they said?
Yeah. Oh, not a good move. Met fans got a little bit of Jaguar in them, Jaguar fan in them when you diss them on Twitter.
I think most fans do.
And then Thor tweeted Thor loves social media. So Thor tweeted at him too. We got some fringe for you right here. We call it a sweep at NYC, LFGM.
Let's go Mets.
You will say this, like you said yesterday, the boys are having fun with us. So, but yeah, that made me laugh. And I don't know why, these guys who run the Twitter sites, man, obviously they're fans. I mean, they work for the team, but obviously to do such a job, you're probably a passionate fan too. And you just have to watch yourself sometimes with what you tweet. He may have meant no harm, but he said the wrong thing.
Ironically, he was trying to soften the home perspective and credit the Mets for being a fringe player.
Yeah.
They are a fringe player.
Sure they are.
Yeah, for now.
That's what they are, yeah.
Yeah, for now. So many teams in that wild card. It's going to be really interesting to see how that shakes out.
Now, one thing you got to remember, too, and this is why it's hard to catch teams. You make that run in June and July, but when you get to September and there's 30 games left, the good teams almost always beat the bad teams. Because the bad teams have given up, don't care, and they're playing whoever.
The good teams have
and
urgency.
the good teams are full steam ahead. You know what I mean?
I found
the bad teams are playing the guys that they called up from the minors to get looks at them.
We have a really unique dynamic. Well, I don't want to speak ahead of myself. If the Braves get swept by the Mets this weekend, then the National League East is going to be as tight as the wild card race is. But we have the setup for a very unique situation in the National League East in this last month of the season.
Yeah.
One in which the Nationals, the Phillies, and the Mets are constantly and continually rooting for the Braves to win because the Braves play those 3 teams so much.
Yeah.
The Nats are going to need the Braves to beat the Phillies. The Phillies are going to need the Braves to beat the Nats and on down the line. And rarely does it work.
Right.
Does it work that way? So, Jaguars open not open. They opened their RIs to the starters for the first time. They played about a half. Not impressive, right? And Nick Foles was okay. Had 1 touchdown. He had 1 bad interception. Leonard Fournette, played a good little healthy amount, and I kind of thought he got going. What did he end up with? 8 for 27?
7
for 27. So, that's
3.9.
Yeah, almost 4 yards a carry, which is an upgrade from what we saw him do last year. And he seemed to be finding his wheels under him as the game went on. But Josh Allen stole the show. The Jaguars rookie and first-round pick, looked like a Hall of Famer last night.
The D-line is going to have some tough decisions. You know who's played well this preseason besides some of the guys that we've Dayton Jones.
Yeah.
He had, I think, 6 tackles last night.
They ought to have a stat, Sackle. That's a funny little name.
Yes.
How many Sackles you got?
Yes. Let's take Mac real quick at 641-1010, and we'll roll on. Good morning, Mac.
Hey, happy start of the football season, Dan and Jeff.
Hello, Mac Daddy.
All righty. Dan, me and you about the same. I probably got you by a year.
Okay.
I didn't get to experience the Miami and Florida series because I served in the military.
Uh-huh.
And when I got back in '87, I did see that last game when Miami destroyed us. And Florida took them off the schedule. In my opinion, Florida's arrogant. They took Miami off the schedule. I want to hang up and you and Jeff tell me what reason that you thought that Florida took Miami off the schedule. I see it on.
Okay. Thank you, Mac. Good to hear from you.
I'm listening to you guys. I've been taping first 10 and go Gators.
All right.
Thank you, Mac. I don't think Florida dropped the Miami series out of arrogance. I don't think they dropped it out of cowardice.
Steve Spurrier, when he was hired in 1990, said that they were going to put grass on the field.
They were going to change to blue uniforms.
And they were going to play Miami.
And they were going to beat Georgia. Those are the 4 things
every year. But they said, no, we're not going to play Miami because
they added that team in the SEC.
Yeah, and they had to have X amount of home games, blah, blah, blah.
Florida
so whatever.
It
doesn't come off looking good.
No, Florida, listen.
Obviously.
I'm not like softening this for some Gator perspective.
Yeah.
Florida certainly could have made the effort to keep the series going.
If they wanted to,
so
they
did drop them. There were, though, other reasons. I do not believe at all that they dropped them because they lost to Miami 31-4 in 1987. There's too long of a recent history of back and forth for that to be the reason. I do think that bad blood spilled out, though, in that Bourbon Street brawl.
It's a little bit of bad blood.
Think was that the first meeting since the series had ended? It probably was.
Probably was.
Right?
Yeah.
It's early 2000s.
Yes. Speaking of, I saw the, how we did the bowl predictions for the Jags?
We did, huh?
The other day? Well,
memorable.
Yeah. Here's 10 bowl predictions.
The other guy wrote
for the Gators. This writer believes.
Who's this from?
This is from our guy Saturday Down South.
Okay.
Gators will dominate Miami. The spread is 7.5. Recent money is moving towards the U. I'm confused as why a Florida team that returns 14 starters from a New Year's Six Bowl winning team is only a touchdown favorite against a Miami program featuring a new head coach, a new starting quarterback, and replacing all but one starter in the defensive secondary. I get that Florida is breaking in new starters on the O-line, but LaMichael Pirine is one of the best running backs in America, powering through contact. He was third in the SEC last year in that stat, and will help UF grind out enough tough yards on the ground to open up the passing game. More bowl predictions. Florida finishes in the top 25 nationally in total offense for the first time since 2009.
I thought they were 22nd last year, we said.
No, they were 37th maybe. Florida will be undefeated in the Swamp, which is never easy, but that means you have to beat Auburn and FSU, right, and Tennessee. LaMichael Pirine rushes for 1,000 yards.
That's not bold. That's expected.
Florida has 5 wide receivers with 25 catches or more. 10 sacks for Jabari Zuniga. Amari Burney is the breakout star on defense. C.J. Henderson wins the Thorpe Award as the nation's best defensive back. Florida is 6-0 when they head to Baton Rouge. And Florida will beat Missouri. I repeat, Florida will beat Missouri.
None of those are incredibly bold. If you the trajectory that Florida's on, if you're an optimistic Gator fan, you almost expect those things.
Well, if you're optimistic, yeah.
Which of them sound bold? Bold to me is like
if they all come through, you're gonna have a heck of a year. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying a bold prediction to me implies that more likely than not it won't happen. Right?
Right.
More likely than not, it's not going to happen, bold. And those, to me, most of them sound more likely than unlikely.
All right, let's take a break. Keep it rolling here. It's a Football Friday.
It is.
And we got more coming up.
Yeah, it's brought to you by All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. The A-Team now serving St. John's, Clay, and Duval counties. They're a J.B. Coxwell company, one of the fastest growing on the Eastern Seaboard.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms at Jacksonville and Orange Park.
With a new season about to begin, it's no secret there's a lack of parity problem in college football. Since the 14 playoff was installed 5 years ago, only 10 schools have received any of the 20 invitations. 14 of those 20 have gone to the same 4 schools: Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. Those 4 are favored to be back this year. But college fans should give up hope. Traditionally, about once a decade, a former power program emerges or a new one surfaces. The best candidates this year are Florida, Texas, Auburn, Oregon, and Nebraska. Yes, Nebraska. Once a dominant force in college football, but a bottom feeder for more than a decade. All of these schools have been to the top and have the wherewithal to return. Is there a program that's never been there that's ready to take a giant leap? Certainly UCF has to be considered. It's reached a point when you can't ignore the Knights. Who knows, there may be a sleeper out there we haven't noticed. Well, it is possible, if unlikely.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute has a new physical therapy and rehab center open in the Nocatee area. This will be the 11th facility in the North Florida region. The 2,300 square foot facility has extensive parking, custom-built amenities, a well-equipped gym area, and the same high level of care that patients have come to expect at Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Visit JOI.net for more information on the new location in Nocatee. JOI, go where the pros go.
Jags fans, this one's for you. Enter the TIAA Bank Take the Field sweepstakes for your chance to win 2 club tickets and get pregame sideline access to be on the field when the Jags come out of the tunnel. A new winner will be chosen for each home game. To enter and for official rules, visit TIAABank.com/takethefield. No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Void where prohibited. Entry period from 8/5/2019 to 12/18/2019. For official rules and complete details, visit TIAABank.com/takethefield. Sponsor TIAA FSB.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Great Car Sale of 2019 is September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine Auditorium. Brought to you by 1-to-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Featuring over 500 used and late model cars, trucks, and SUVs from 10 local dealers. Audi, Toyota, BMW, Ford, you name it, we have it. Huge discounts and deals all day at the biggest car sale of the year. September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine. Get pre-approved for a loan as low as 1.89% at 121fcu.org.
Hey, Hicken here. Nothing worse than your AC unit going out in the summer. Oh, that's not good. But we fixed it, and we fixed it quick. We're cooler with Bueller. Yeah, my wife did the research. We compared. End of the day, Bueller Air Conditioning was a clear choice. On time, friendly, professional from start to finish, quick. Our new system is awesome. Take it from me. If you need AC help, I recommend Bueller Air Conditioning. You know what you got to do, gang? You stay cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
All offers are with approved credit and not a conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Summer clearance event.
Thank you, Jacksonville, for letting us be your preferred dealer as we celebrate our 7-year anniversary at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington. Drive a new Dodge Journey from only $249. Every model, every option from just $249 a month. Save up to $12,000 off Ram trucks. Get up to $12,000 off MSRP and save. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington, 9600 Atlantic Boulevard.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of the Frangie Show replay.
When the TV guys want to know why the ball was fumbled out of the end zone and spotted at the 20, they bring in Gene Steratore. When the Frangie Show wants to know whether we should increase drinking, we bring in Brooks.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
Hacker here, and Labor Day means big sales if you're looking for a mattress or a recliner. Now through September 9th, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic mattress sets at Mattress Recliner Fit 123. Get the body comforting support you want, plus the cool-to-touch comfort of a Tempur-Pedic mattress at a great deal. Guaranteed lowest price on all Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 gift with Tempur-Pedic mattress purchase. It's Mattress Recliner Fit 1, 2, 3. Find the fit for you.
Do you remember the freedom of being debt-free? If you're overwhelmed by heavy debt, you may have forgotten what life can be like when you're under less pressure. Financial freedom is possible, and bankruptcy can help. I'm Don Dufresne. At the law offices of Parker & Dufresne, we offer a fast-file bankruptcy option with no money down. We've helped thousands in our community find a solution to their excessive debt. Visit jaxlawcenter.com for a free consultation. Offices, Jacksonville.
We all have a game face, and yours can win you a new set of tires. As a Year 2 Jaguars partner, Tire Outlet presents their free tire giveaway. Mike Dempsey here, folks, and during game day, all you do to enter is make a Facebook post of your game face using hashtag Tire Outlet. So show your pride and enter to win the free tire giveaway. Post your game face on Facebook with hashtag Tire Outlet. Did I mention $50 off a tire and wheel package Mondays after each game day? Tire Outlet, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey guys, looking for the perfect date night? Well, I've got just the spot for you, and it won't break the bank. The Alhambra Theater and Dining is an iconic landmark in Jacksonville, and if you've never been or haven't been in a while, you've got to go. Your evening will start with a delicious dinner served right to your table, then sit back and enjoy the show. A family friend told me the snapper he had at the Alhambra recently was the best he's ever had. The Alhambra is conveniently located on Beach Boulevard near I-295, so head to alhambrajax.com today to reserve your tickets.
Time now for a medical recap. A health and wellness tip from Jaguars head team physician Dr. Kevin Kaplan.
Degeneration or arthritis in the knee joint can be debilitating. While you can't regrow cartilage, you can strengthen the muscles around the knee to stabilize and help absorb stress on the joint. Strengthening should start with the quadriceps and hamstrings and the thighs, but should also include the hip and core muscles. Weight loss and nutrition should also be a part of protecting your joint, and don't forget to stretch. Go Jags.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Play fake, rolling to the right, looking toward the end zone, fires on the corner of the end zone, caught, touchdown, D.D. Westbrook. D.D. for the TD, and Jacksonville strikes first.
Obviously, there's some good, there's some bad. I think the big thing is it was just good being out there. It's always good just stepping in the huddle, playing in a game. It's my first time wearing, the Jaguars uniform in a game. That, is emotional in itself. So that was a good first step forward. We were able to, move the ball a little bit, score a touchdown. Obviously, we wanted to score more points, and, there's things that we'll learn from. But all in all, it was great just being out there with the guys today.
Listen, it's pretty clear, and maybe it changes somewhat when Marquise Lee emerges and rejoins, but it's pretty clear that he was, Nick Foles was searching out D.D. Westbrook, either that or he's the only one that can get open, and I doubt that is the case. But, man, I'm really worried about the receiver position, Hick. I mean, that, is as untalented as I can remember any year, including, 3 and 13 years.
Well, we got to see it play out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't, there's...
We have seen a lot of it play out.
Well, if D.D. Westbrook catches 80 balls and
D.D.'s, I'm not talking. He's exempt from the conversation. It's obvious he can play. He caught 60 last year with, without the best circumstances around it.
Maybe Marquise Lee comes back. Who knows? Maybe there's somebody be on the waiver wire. Who knows?
What, based on last night, would you agree that he's really, I wouldn't say forcing the ball. That's a negative term, but really targeting D.D. Westbrook. What do you? How many catches do you think D.D. Westbrook has this year if he has a healthy year?
He'll probably have 80. Somebody's got to catch him if you throw it 400
He might catch
times.
6 a game. He may get 96, 100.
Yeah, we've always said, look, again, it was fine, but I don't get too excited about 4 for 29. I get excited about 4 for 63.
Well, you got 4 for 29 and a half. That's,
That'd be 8 for 58.
And 2 touchdowns, you'll take that all day run.
Wow. Yeah, that'll project to 800 yards receiving. There's a great picture here.
If you think that D.D. Westbrook's going to have 800 yards receiving, then we may as well just start talking about something else this year.
Why?
Because he's their best receiver. I mean, they're going to throw the ball, and Foles can deliver. He's certainly going to – if he has 800 yards receiving, we got big issues. That's 50 yards a game. Well,
that's what I just said.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to do that based on the quarter and a half of the Miami game. I'm more impressed with how much he was targeting and how well he caught the football.
This is a great picture in the Giants locker room, and there's something here that says something. But it's after the game. The media has surrounded the Giants quarterback, and the other Giants quarterback is sitting at his locker right next to the Giants quarterback who's getting interviewed, putting his shoes on. The interesting thing is the Giants quarterback being interviewed by about 20 people is Daniel Jones. And sitting by his lonesome with his putting his shoes on at his locker is two-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning.
I will say this.
Life comes at you fast.
It does, man. Golly.
I will say this. The Giants did the right thing drafting the quarterback. I watched that first quarter of that game last night waiting on the Jags to start, and Eli was quarterbacking, and he's not good.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Daniel Jones has been better. Now, granted, I'm not saying he is right now. They're probably better off with Eli there to start, but I don't know how long he's going to hold that job if they're not winning, especially. 641-1010, it's an All-American Friday. Let's take a phone call. Gary watched the game last night.
Right.
He has completely lost confidence in one player, I believe. Hello, Gary.
What's
Good
up,
morning.
Gary?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
Good.
I'm good. And Jeff, you didn't ever give him a shout out, man. We saw you out at Hidden Hills.
Okay, that's my man. I mentioned you guys the next morning, of course, as I always do. I forgot all your names, but I did say that I saw y'all.
Appreciate it though. But yeah, man, Taven Bryan, we need to just bite the bullet on him and get rid of him, pick up somebody off the waiver wire, and I mean, it's just pitiful, man. Just watch him. I just feel sorry for the kid because he's trying, but he just doesn't have the talent to play that position.
I mean, from what we've seen, Gary, thanks for the
Hasn't
phone
been
call.
good.
I mean, they're giving him every opportunity, and here's what I don't need to hear anymore from Doug Marrone or anyone down there, because we all concede they know more than we do, but now I feel like I've been kind of misled. When he came on and said what he's been pushing and doing and this and that, you're giving him you're fluffing you're fluffing Taven Bryan's pillow, but I don't. No, he gets pushed around. He doesn't make plays. He's completely absent from the stat sheet, and you're rolling the dice with a 29th pick. It's almost like taking a third rounder, and he hadn't even played like a fifth rounder.
Well, you got to play a little smarter, obviously. You can't get two personal foul penalties, and both weren't very smart. So on the Twitter, Dan, maybe y'all covered this already this morning, but do the Jags keep 3 quarterbacks for the season? I like the Magoo kid, has a moxie to him, and a good player from what we've seen. My guess is he would be, and I don't know if he is practice squad eligible.
They all are.
That's where he will go because 53-man roster is so critical. I mean, they got all these.
Can't keep 2 when neither one is really good.
Yeah, they got all these scenarios. I can't imagine they would keep 2. Our drill poll question of the day, Freaky Friday, presented by Lockett Law DUI and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call Lee Lockett 858-9818. Who goes into the Pro Football Hall of Fame first? Josh Allen getting 19%. Tony Baselli 47%. Jalen Ramsey 10%. Tom Coughlin 24%. So, in case you're wondering. It's a Freaky Friday poll question.
Brady debuted last night.
Yes, he did. He looked terrible.
8 for 12, 75 yards, touchdown. Good night. See you in September.
Yeah, I'm worried.
By the way, speaking of the Canes and Gators, Philip Dorsett was the one featured last night. He got 5 of the 8 completions Brady threw. 5 went to Dorsett. Mm-hmm. He only had 32 all last year, so they're searching for pass catching weapons. Obviously, with Gronk gone.
There were disputing stories that the Patriots offered a first-round pick for Trent Williams, and then a couple other guys came out and said that's not true. I wonder what the truth is to that story. And if you're Washington, by the way, I think you're dumb not to take it because he's not going to play.
Well, here's the problem.
Yeah.
You're basically taking a second-round pick for him.
So what? If I was the Jags, I'd offer a pick for him. If you're the Jags, by the way.
Somebody has to at some point
say
no, or you're going to lose control over every player on every roster. A team like Washington, for the good of the league, has to say, no, we're not trading you.
Well.
If you start giving away first-round all-pro talent for the 30th pick in the draft, then how are you ever going to get any good?
What's the 30th pick?
Okay, Taven Bryan was the 29th. The rest of my case.
Yeah. If you're the Jaguars, is there any chance you'd be willing to give up a draft pick to get more offensive help?
Depends on who it is.
Right now?
No, I think it's too late, Dan. I think you go scrambling around giving up draft picks because you haven't filled the roster.
It doesn't matter. There's no need to punish them. I'm just saying, do you try to make it better and see what you can do.
I think you do
you're
it on
not
the
good
waiver
enough.
wire. I don't know what you're going to get for. I mean, you're not giving up any high picks.
Yeah.
So, here's the problem that you run into when it comes to personnel.
There's always somebody out
If
there.
guys are good, they want to keep them, though.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah, there's somebody out there, Dan. They got those guys. Terrell Pryor, he was somebody out there.
Got to keep kicking the tires, but I'm just saying, is there
I
someone
don't
you
know.
could trade for?
I'm not going to know until I haven't heard of any explosive receivers who are on the trade market.
Yeah.
So if that's in the that's bubbling out there in the NFL universe, then yeah, sure. I mean, if you're going to add a guy who can help you, but adding someone else's third or fourth receiver is we've done that already. We did that with Conley. We're doing that with Pryor.
Yeah. Why not keep if the receivers are horrible? Why not keep C.J. Board and Trey McBride as your two receivers and see what they can do.
Sure. Okay.
And say goodbye to.
I haven't seen anybody on
Keelan
that team
Cole
that I really, other than D.D. Westbrook and Marquise Lee has proven it, but there's nobody on that team you would miss if he didn't play next week.
You've got D.D. Westbrook. You've got DJ Chark. He's a second-round pick from last year. He's not getting cut.
Well, no one says he is.
Okay. And then what else do you have? I mean,
this is the best way to say it. If it's not D.D. Westbrook missing the game, you won't miss whoever is injured and out.
I mean, Marquise Lee, I don't think is going to be ready to go at the start of the season.
Really? Even practicing?
Well, he just got because it's a.
I think he will be.
Well, okay.
I mean, he's practicing, right? I mean, in uniform and.
Well, he's off to the side. He's off the PUP list. I mean, you're
that's
going to
where
keep
Cam was, and he's playing in the preseason.
You obviously signed Conley. What about the Quadri Henderson kid?
I mean, he hasn't made a play.
Returned punts last night. Is
not
he,
too much. Not to any noteworthiness.
Is who's returning punts? Is it going to be?
I would say Keelan Cole.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, Keelan Cole ought to sue the outside blockers from last night.
That wasn't very good.
I mean, good grief. They just got to run it start at his chest. Keelan Cole had that nice return in one of those games. Was the first one?
But I could see keeping, obviously, Westbrook, Conley, Chark, and Lee are on your roster.
You're right.
But then do you keep,
and maybe
C.J. Board and Trey McBride and Tyree Brady?
This is a function of overreaction Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because, to see actually the frontline guys play a whole game together, and maybe Chris Conley would have ended yesterday with 3 for 80 and a score.
Well, I'm not down on Chris Conley. I'm just asking, you're the one who's made the proclamation it's the worst receiver group since 1995.
Well, it looks that way.
That was overreaction Friday.
It might be. Might be overreaction Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going on the history. Again, I don't expect guys who...
I mean, we didn't get a ball to the tight end last night, did we?
Right.
Now, Swaim didn't play and Oliver didn't play. Your top two tight ends are out.
I'm excited about what Josh Oliver can be. I'm excited about newness. I don't get excited about guys who have been in the league 4 or 5 years, and they have averages of what they've done in those years.
Yeah.
And the averages of Conley and Swaim in this case aren't ultra productive. That's not like some boost you're going to notice. So,
right.
I mean, Swaim didn't catch it any better than Shaughnessy did a year ago, probably in his career. Oshag Hennessy have more catches than Swaim, do you think? Career catches.
Swaim's better.
You love Swaim.
He is. He's better.
How? Why would you say
Just
that?
is. You'll see. You'll see.
Well, for the record,
you'll see.
He better be. This is The Drill. It's an all-American roll-off and recycling.
Better be for the record.
Well.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Sometimes, when you believe the impossible, the incredible comes true.
Hey, is this heaven? No.
It's 1010XL.
It reminds us of all that once was good.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The world is changing. Isn't it time smoking changed too? Meet Vuse Alto, a vapor product offering you a satisfying alternative to cigarettes with long-lasting pods filled with liquid blended in the U.S. Vuse Alto delivers our highest performing vapor yet. Simple to use, surprisingly quiet, and impressively powerful. Vuse, leading the way today, tomorrow, and in the future. Underage sale prohibited.
FSU fans, the Party Shack Tailgate Village is offering special VIP pricing only for Florida State Boise State. For $39.95 plus tax, you'll have access to air-conditioned VIP suites, each with a top deck with sunshade, charging stations, Sonos sound systems, free Wi-Fi, and luxury air-conditioned restrooms on site. Plus, catered food provided by Publix and 4 drink tickets for beer or wine. Only $39.95 plus tax for FSU Boise State, and you can buy now at jacksvillage.com. That's jacksvillage.com.
Jeff Prosser here to help you with your patio envy. Well, actually, to tell you who can help you with your patio envy. Man, we have such nice weather here in Florida, and we're going to get into the fall. Wouldn't it be nice just to sit out in a nice enclosed patio, maybe put a summer kitchen out there, hang a TV, your football headquarters? Well, Lifetime Enclosures has your cure. From patio extensions to lanai conversions, sunrooms, screen enclosures. Make Lifetime Enclosures your outdoor living choice. Visit them there, just south of Bay Meadows on Phillips Highway. Tell them I sent you. And while you're there, take that short walk next door. Check out some flooring at Lifetime Flooring as well. Stop by Lifetime Enclosures and receive up to 20% off of a qualifying purchase.
Listen up, Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here for Big Chief Tire, and we've got another one for the road. Do you notice your vehicle pulling to the left or right when you're making your daily drive? Could you need an alignment? Proper alignment is a safety concern and should be checked with each tire rotation or replacement. Don't risk your family's safety. Make an appointment today. Big Chief Tire has 4 convenient locations across Jacksonville, so you can always find helpful, knowledgeable professionals who have families of their own and who take safety very seriously. Big Chief Tire. Drive in, drive out, drive on.
Experience the freedom of the great outdoors.
You're going to be happy.
The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz.
Now we cook them a peanut oil.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Marine Max Jacksonville Beach and Grady White Boats are both ready to get you on the water today. Grady White is celebrating 60 years of providing the ultimate boat ownership experience. Whether you are a hardcore fisherman or just want to enjoy cruising Northeast Florida waters, Grady White has 27 models from 18 to 45 feet to choose from. Visit Marine Max Jacksonville Beach, marinemax.com/Jacksonville.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, telling you about their brand new breakfast bowls. Delicious new flavors starting with the fully loaded scrambled eggs, country sausage, cheddar cheese, and creamy sawmill gravy, sandwiched between a fresh baked buttermilk biscuit. There's a smothered sausage variety as well. So the next time you need a warm kickstart to the day, try a new breakfast bowl from my friends at Dandy. Biscuits you eat with a fork. What could be better?
Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you. Yeah.
I really couldn't play golf. I couldn't even walk very far.
Here's Nancy Anderson to talk about her experience with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist because of the reputation of the different surgeons and the hospital experience, and just overall, I'd heard so many great things. And truly, my life is enriched tenfold because now I can do anything.
Get your body moving again with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Find out more at se-ortho.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to ask your agent about your homeowner's coverage. It's time to make the change to Southern Oak Insurance.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This training camp update on 1010XL is brought to you by Johnson Brothers Hardware Yulee, your Gravely zero-turn mower dealer.
You know, I think one of the young guys stepped up tonight, had a heck of a game. You know, Josh Allen, which is really going to help us, down the road, with pressure on the quarterback and the things that he did. And it doesn't surprise me because he's really had a good camp.
I practice with them boys I practice with those men every day. So I know how they rush, I know how they play, especially in the back end. I know how they cover. So I was real confident today, if I do my job well, that good things are going to happen and, things happen.
All right, that's Doug Marrone and Josh Allen. Jaguars losing last night, 0-3. History on the line next Thursday. We cannot go winless.
Must win.
It's a must-win situation against the ATL, who have lost 12 preseason games in a row. Meantime, the Baltimore Ravens, the king of spring, 16 dubs in a row in the preseason. Fun facts to know and tell about preseason football.
Dynasty.
Huh? That's what we bring to this table, baby. It's unbelievable.
Something about them Harbaughs. They can win the ones that don't matter.
Yeah. You just had somebody call up and ask if Justin Blackmon is an option?
Yes, Dan. I had a Guggen call me. I hope
tongue-in-cheek?
I hope it was tongue-in-cheek, but I'm not entirely sure. Said, could Justin Blackmon be an option for the receiving corps?
Mm-hmm.
Said, I know he's been gone a, quote, few years. I gave him the math, let him know the guy hasn't played in the league since 2013. Also, bonus nugget about Justin Blackmon is an alcoholic.
Josh Allen played, according to Hayes Carlion, Josh Allen played 27 snaps, only 27 snaps last night.
Made the most of them.
What I love about, forget how well he played, it's clear the Jaguars are going to say, I don't care where he lines up, how he lines up, he's going to line up.
Right.
In other words, back at the beginning, I was a little concerned that he was just going to be this third down pass rusher in passing situations. Here comes Josh Allen. No.
Right.
He's too good of an athlete. He must be on the field at all times, and they've seen that, and they recognize that, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whether he stands up, puts down, outside linebacker, defense, I don't care what you call him. He's one of the 11.
He's dynamic. He's disruptive.
Yes.
He's an animal.
He's one of the 11 that you have to have on the field a lot. And if he played 27, he played the whole first half. And he took 27 snaps, well, that projects to 54. That's great.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. So he stole the show last night.
Oh, did he?
I mean, forget Nick Foles or Leonard Fournette or playing guys who haven't played or any of that crap. He stole the show.
On the big stage, too, man.
Yeah. College football season starts tomorrow. Gators in Miami. 2 plays for Dan. Beef, I don't need Friday 5-pack music because it's not an official Friday 5-pack, but I love the under in the Florida-Miami game, and I love the over in the Arizona-Hawaii game, which is like 74, by the way.
Count your money.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, those are the 2 that I'm going to throw your way. The under in the Florida-Miami game. Get it. Hopefully you got it earlier, but if you get it today, I think it's 47. And I think the over is the flip of 47. I think it might be 74 in the Arizona-Hawaii game. But
next week we dust off the Brubeck Quartet.
Yeah.
And we do it for real.
Off we go.
We do it for real, dog.
Yes.
Friday 5-pack.
Yes.
It's back.
It's back and better than ever.
Better than it's ever been.
Yeah,
man.
new and improved, apparently, is what they're saying.
We've made a lot of tweaks to the format.
Yeah.
And we really think it's going to be something special for the Googans this year.
I love the our friend Chase Goodbread used to work down here. He works for NFL.com. Has put out his Heisman list, and Tua and Trevor are 1 and 2, and Jake Fromm is 3. And so I'm here to tell you that Tua and Trevor aren't going to win the Heisman. Then You do not want to be the favorite for the Heisman Trophy in August.
It hasn't worked out, has it?
It does not work out.
Someone always comes out of nowhere.
Oh, man. And not necessarily out of
the
nowhere,
periphery.
but yeah. You want to be like somebody nobody's ever heard of or just not that well-known. Adrian Martinez, quarterback out of Nebraska, Heisman Trophy winner.
Can Oklahoma bowl the turkey?
Rondell Moore, wide receiver from Purdue, Heisman Trophy winner. I don't know.
What kind of odds can you get on Jalen Hurts?
I think that the Nebraska quarterback, maybe. I had a receiver from Purdue would probably be awful hard.
It would be awful hard.
Yeah, I think a quarterback from Nebraska, because of Scott Frost.
It'd be awful hard to be a receiver from anywhere, quite honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially from Purdue.
Yeah.
I will.
Although, because he's at Purdue, he's going to get 800 touches a game.
It's going to be interesting to see these year two coaches, Frost and Chip Kelly especially.
And Dan Mullen.
Mullen did it last year, though.
Well, he's got to do it again.
I understand that. Those guys barely went 500, both of them.
Scott Frost is going to be fine.
I understand
He
that.
didn't forget how to coach. I would
retool his roster.
What's the over-under on Nebraska?
I don't know.
Just out of curiosity.
You going to bet that today? Or
I'll play the over.
You never did give the Googans your
yes, I did.
surefire hot winners.
I did.
Oh, I missed those?
Did just that.
Okay. Yeah. Are you looking that up or am I?
You may, if you like. I got it right here.
Well, then why would I?
Well, if you'd like to compare and contrast.
I don't.
If we do a race, you can look it up faster.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
That's
either.
always fun.
On your mark.
Get set.
Search.
South Alabama. 1-0.
Impressive.
No, but what is – I thought you meant the gambling line. Are you just saying?
They play Northern Illinois, Beef.
They play them a lot, don't they, Beef, or no?
Who?
Nebraska.
Yeah.
They do?
We go collect some checks out of Nebraska.
By the way, did Unique Ngakoue get – does he suffer for Josh Allen's greatness? I wonder.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, that may have been one reason they were holding off. It'd be nice to have them both, by the way.
Big Ten win projections for the Big Ten teams. Rutgers 3, Northwestern 6, Nebraska. Ooh, they might be up there a little bit. 8.5.
What's the schedule? Go back to that.
We got a little South Al at Colorado, Northern Ill to start at Illinois. That's a real shot at 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Colorado has. I know they have that really talented receiver in Mel Tucker, but that's all I know.
I'm going to go with Nebraska on that one.
Okay, so that would be 4-0 most likely.
Remember when Nebraska-Colorado used to be one of the best games of the year?
Oh, yeah. Then they get Ohio State, but they get them at Memorial.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Then they get Northwestern.
That's also not a
I think they're
gimme.
5-1, dude. At Minnesota, Indiana, at Purdue, Whiskey, at Maryland,
Purdue,
and
at
Iowa.
Whiskey. You guys, you're just shaking your head at like all these easy wins.
11-1.
That looks 8-4 to me.
11-1, baby.
Yeah, I wouldn't go 11. I think that 8.5.
Play the over.
Right on. 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5's
right on.
tough.
Yeah.
8.5's a little higher than I thought it would be. And that shows respect to Scott Frost and his ability to coach because they had a losing record last year, didn't they? Nebraska?
Yeah, I know they started. They may have gotten it back to like 6-6. Maybe.
I don't think they made a bowl, right?
No, I don't think so. So yeah, they would have. So they were probably maybe they're 4-8 or something. But I do know they got bet. I mean, because at the beginning they weren't just losing, Dan. They were losing. Like, didn't they lose to like a FCS or something?
Wasn't good, yeah. He said we are going to hit – this is the low point of Nebraska football or something to that effect.
If they love you, you can get away with that.
UCLA went 3-9 and then followed up with like the 48th recruiting class in the country.
Yeah, it's almost like Chip Kelly doesn't even want to do it, it seems.
He wants to do it, but he wants to do it his way, and I don't know if his way's – I don't know.
Does it still work?
Well, he didn't recruit hard. I mean, he wasn't a great recruiter ever. Chip Kelly would have been a horrible fit at Florida, man.
Yeah.
They did smartly and
yeah.
Whether they put the offer in front of him or
let's hold on.
However it works.
Let's see what happens. Let's let it play out.
Yeah. A good coach.
Let's see. Ouchie. Here's what happened with Nebraska. They started
Ross, if you had gone 3-9 at Florida in your first year, they would
this year he better win the SEC East or he's getting fired.
Yeah. They'd be all over the guy.
If he would have gone him,
especially the way he acts.
But now, at the same time, Florida has a lot more talent than UCLA. He may not
understand
have gone
that, but I'm just saying if he had gone 3-9 or 4-8 or 5.
Well, Ping tells a story that it's like the night before signing day, and he runs into him at Mr. Chow's. He's just eating, hanging out at the bar.
That wasn't Ping. That was Mr. Beer, but yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yes.
I think Ping also tells a similar story.
No, Ping tells no story.
I'm ready for this weekend. You're annoying me.
I mean,
yeah,
we
just in general. That's fine. At least
that-
I'm honest about it. There's no passive aggressive. We
Yeah.
can come back Monday. We can start fresh.
Monday could be ugly, though. One
Yeah,
of us is going to be in
why?
a bad mood because of the Braves Mets. So
It
it's
won't
gonna
be me, friend. So
Oh!
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Oh, battle lines are
you know,
drawn.
if you can rattle off 9 in a row, you can get back against the Braves. You can get back with
If
it.
the Mets swept the Braves, I guess you wouldn't be in a bad mood.
If the Mets sweep the Braves, then we're not as good as I think we are, and we have
Uh-huh.
no chance to win the World Series, which is we probably don't anyway. But
What do you mean you have no chance to win the World Series?
we don't have we don't have a chance
You
to win the World
absolutely
Series.
have a chance to win the World Series.
Well, if you make the playoffs, you have a chance. I don't think that the Braves in succession are going to beat the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Astros. But I could be wrong. I don't think we have the pitching to do that, but we might. We'll see. Overall, 4-8 for Nebraska. Not much better than Chip Kelly, but what an awful start. You ready? Their first game, unfortunately, was against Akron. It got canceled. They could have got a win there, maybe. Is Akron, by the way, still coached by Solich? Was he Akron or was he Ohio?
He was at Ohio.
Is he still
I think
there?
he's passed out in a Jeep somewhere.
All right. So they instead opened against Colorado at home, lost 33-28, 0-1.
And he is still at Ohio.
All right. Then they played Troy, Dan. They lost to them, 24-19. They're 0-2. Went to Michigan, lost 56-10. They were 0-3. Played Purdue at home, lost 42-28. They were 0-4. Lost at Wisconsin, 41-24. They're 0-5. And then they lost at Northwestern in overtime, so they were 0-6.
Guggen on the text line said, Chip Kelly wasn't a good recruiter ever? Huh? And I'm like, yeah, he was not ever. He's never been viewed as a good recruiter, I don't think.
No, Chip Kelly that was the deal. Is he
The
never had
the book on Chip
he
Kelly's
never had one over he never had a class over like 22nd.
The
or
book
something.
on Chip Kelly's recruiting efforts at Oregon. There's still several questions about Kelly as a recruiter.
All I got to do is look at the recruiting rankings when he was there.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of 5 and 4 stars. He got a few. He got DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, and some guys like that. And,
No, I mean obviously you can't go to the championship game without talent.
Yeah, but he was not. They were not a highly ranked classes or such. That's all. And UCLA was not good at all the first year. Chip Kelly's UCLA 2019 recruiting efforts were a missed opportunity. Chip Kelly's recruiting effort at UCLA is comically bad. I'm just reading the headlines here.
Okay, listen. Again,
I'm just trying to help.
No, well, and you should. And
that's what I'm here for.
Well, when you get a smart-ass question, give him a smart-ass answer.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Texter, what? I'm sorry, I missed his recruiting handle, whoever this text line genius is, and, you know, where his cachet is. You know, ask a smart-ass question, give him a smart-ass answer. Well, his best classes at Oregon was 12th. And let him go to work on that and grind on that this weekend, and then he can hit you up Monday and throw some other 8 question mark.
Just here to help.
Lunacy.
Trying to help.
Yeah, I know you do. Chip Kelly was never a great recruiter. That's well known. And if you ask that question, you're not as smart as you think you are. That'll answer it.
Beef.
Now, the 2-minute drill, delivered by Moe's Southwest Grill.
Welcome to Moe's!
Download the Moe's app and score a free cup of queso. Order ahead, earn discounts, and get rewarded for every purchase, all at the tap of a button.
Welcome aboard, Tony.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Allentown.
You weren't kidding, man.
Congratulations.
Holy cow.
I mean, if anybody would be willing to change the name of Jacksonville to a Jaguar-related theme, it would be the mayor. So maybe we should just call ourselves Allentown, Florida.
No, it was, after 2 weeks
I live at 41 Place.
Yeah,
Sorry.
2 weeks of nothing to watch in the preseason.
Yes.
It's not that you had a bunch to watch last night, right?
No.
Like, the offense had the scoring drive, good.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to see that those guys are capable of it.
We got a touchdown.
Playing together, right, as a group. But, man, Josh, I mean, there really was a point in the first half of that game where they might have run 20 defensive snaps at that point, and Josh Allen had been involved in at least 12 plays.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not he had made them or not, he had allowed somebody else to make it. He had forced the play to go a direction. Like, it was incredible what he did last night, and showing up as to, why he was the pick that he was, and that, two teams that decided to go defensive linemen ahead of him, we'll see how they feel about that.
Who went ahead of him?
Bosa. and Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
And it's not that I expect either of those guys to be bad players.
Yeah, I think they'll be good players, but this guy might be special.
But it's one of those, and I love it that every time you see Josh Allen, whether it be at a practice or on the sideline last night,
Calais.
every time you see him, he's just hanging out with Calais.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
great.
guy wants to be great.
Yeah.
And for what he can do physically, if he wants to be great, I think that he can be and probably could be pretty quickly.
Well, you'll have a lot to discuss today. What are some of the things you guys are going to hit on? Because there's all kinds of little storylines that happened because of last night's game now.
Sure.
And basically, this is it. Next week we go back to although we will try to avoid a winless preseason. And and history will be made next Thursday night because the Falcons will be chasing their 13th straight loss, I believe.
Oh, in the preseason?
In the preseason.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so something's got to give.
The Ravens have won 16 in a row, so some franchises, they pretend this is important.
Something's got to give next Thursday at TIAA. But tell us some of the storylines that you think will dominate your show today.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be asking fans today, the fan feedback question, asking what are your top 3 observations from the game last night, right? And I think a lot of it will be the defense looked as good as you thought it would. Right, like there is nothing to be disappointed about on that side of the ball, at least from the starters. I mean, I'm sure we'll spend some time discussing Taven Bryan because how can you not?
Oh, the boys weren't happy with him on Twitter last night.
The couple penalties last night, the only time he showed up.
Got in the box score.
He did get in the box score. I do wonder, does he get a quarterback hit for both those penalties? But, one of those, we'll get into that.
Maybe he thought that's what he was going to get.
You know what he should do next week? Just follow Josh Allen around, and maybe he can gravy train one of his sacks like Smoot did last night.
Something.
Something. Pick up some of his dirty work.
Out. Smoot had a good game last night.
Yeah, he did. Smoot is
and for a guy that, we've been talking about maybe was a roster
what
bubble
about
guy.
Dayton
He got himself
Jones?
to the right side. I think
if it came down to Jones and Smoot, who would you keep?
Do we not include Taven Bryan in any of these conversations? We're definitely
not
keeping
gonna
those
cut
guys
him.
over Taven.
I mean, they'd have to eat like $3 million. I just don't think they do
Taven
it.
Bryan.
Yeah, they're
I'm
not
just
doing
asking.
It.
I'm not saying they
They're
are.
not doing it. Like,
Do you think Taven Bryan is better than either one of those players?
No, I don't.
Right. Do you, Dan?
Probably not. I don't know.
I don't. But again, it's 1 year. You just haven't seen much.
Yeah.
But I'll say I think the likely scenario is that they keep 10 linemen. I think they're going to wind up
That would
keeping,
fit for both of them?
That would fit for both of them, and
Right.
that would keep Dontavius Russell on the roster as well. I
Wow.
think they would keep all those guys. Is
All
what
right.
I think is going to happen. But if they had to let go of one, it'd probably be Jones because Smoot was the draft pick. But I don't know. That's a tough one, which is why I think they'll wind up keeping 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. All right, we look forward to Tommy McManus joining you as well. Jaguars today coming up at the top
Chip
of the hour.
Kelly was at Oregon for 6 years. His best composite recruiting class in all those 6 years was 12th in the country.
Okay,
that's the best. That's the high water mark for Chip Kelly as a recruiter.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
get your stuff together, you dummy. Hope you know more by Hope you know more by Monday. Boy, you're stupid.
Oh,
Chip,
wow.
you brought this on, man.
All right.
Come on, Chip. I'm coming at you like a spider monkey. All right, let's get out of here
All right.
before things get ugly.
It's been an All-American on Friday, brought to you by the 18. All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jaguars Today is next.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Get ready to flex your sports trivia muscles.